Hello everybody, how's it going? And welcome back to the Kill Con Club podcast. First episode of 2018. It's good to be back. My name is James. I'm joined, as always, by Tyler.
As always. How's it going, my friend?
It's pretty good. Not bad.
That's good. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty fucking good. Like, we did, for those who don't know, we obviously do another podcast on Patreon. We recorded that last night. So, like, we usually have, like, oh, this is the first one we've done, but we did one last night. So we're kind of like, it's exciting. I'm really excited. But also, it's not like, it's not as authentic as it being the actual first one.
Yeah. Well,
you know?
It's okay.
But we're live, though, so it's different,
yeah.
and I'm feeling good about that. I'm feeling really good about that.
It's the first time
I'm very
I've been live
excited.
in a while, because it's been the first time since we've done a podcast in a while, but it's also, like, episode 62 wasn't live, was it? Because we pre-recorded that one with Brett, so it's been a fucking long time. Wait, someone said...
James, there's something about your mic. You sound like you're doing an impersonation of, like, a deep voice.
This fucking thing, man! Hang on. What about now? Is that better, or is that still fucked?
Like, I don't know. Like,
you know.
I thought you
fucking
sick.
know.
You sounded, you sound deep. Like, I thought you were sick or something.
Hold on.
And then I started to realize the more you're talking, I'm like, you sound like you're doing an impersonation of someone with a deep voice. And I don't know what the fuck is going on.
What about now? Is that better?
Oh, there he is. There's my
boy. No. Wait, you're telling me like that the entire fucking time. Why is that a thing that my microphone does? That shouldn't be a thing. That doesn't make any fucking sense. 2018. Let's go.
Like, why do you sound so weird? And you're like, I'm getting a cold.
No.
You said you thought you were getting a cold.
Well, I mean, I still do. But, like, I didn't realise it was, like, that was what it was. Oh, fucking hell.
It was like that one video I did, and you always bring it up of, like, I sounded, like, at a really deep voice. Like, you sounded like that.
Oh, I don't know why my mic does that. Sometimes, you know when you, like, hit off the wire and it'll disconnect the mic really quick?
Yeah, okay.
It's like that, but it just goes really fucking deep. I don't understand.
It's like I forgot what your voice sounded like until I heard your actual voice properly now, and I'm like, oh, there he is. There's my friend. It was like it literally was like I was talking to a guy with a deep voice who was doing an impression, or like a really good impression of you. Like, that's what I felt like. I was like, this is really weird.
No. Oh fuck. Oh well. Well,
what a great way to start
that's gonna be amazing when I have to put that up on iTunes. That's gonna sound great. Maybe I'll just edit it and make it sound like me.
Nah, don't do it. We're authentic. We're authentic here on Kill Con Club. Back again for 2018. And if you don't know, this is one of your first times listening, we are powered by the great people over at patreon.com/asalways, where you can support us for just $1. You can become a member of As Always Entertainment, where you get every other fortnight that the Kill Con Club isn't on, another exclusive podcast, the Kill Con Clubhouse, which has been going all of last year, continuing on. It's been doing fantastic. And there will be another episode coming out right at the conclusion of the Kill Connor Club right now when we finish this live stream. The next episode of Clubhouse will come out. Usually they're on alternative weeks, right? Mm-hmm. But because we're doing something different, we're keeping the normal schedule for Clubhouse, which is this week, and we're going to do back-to-back weeks of Kill Connor Club. So starting next week will be like our fortnightly schedule. So it'll be, this is the normal weekend for Clubhouse. Next weekend will be the normal weekend for Kill Connor Club. Now, James, there's a reason we're going to be doing back-to-back weekends. Do we want to say our special announcement now?
Yeah, why not?
May as well get the special announcement here now. Maybe we should wait. I'll read out the patrons, and we'll wait for some more people to show up. Give them some time, time to show up, and we'll give our special announcement that we're very excited about. So, for those who don't know, again, here on Kill Con Club, powered by the great people at patreon.com/asalways. So, to thank a few of those sweet vintage lads, we have Modorox, or Ben. We have Ballsack47, Tman, Travis, Quizhek, Billy, the Team Tynamite Captain Robertson, Josh Devillier, Damien, Mario5380, Lumistrad, Frankie Gaffney, Hey Bart, 12, Tom Cunningham, Yazen, Joe the Sexy Boi Smith, Brian Ford, Connor Durose, GingerNutJared, Big Up LongEaredFox, George Welford and Fox, and Men, Joshua Maurer, Gene, Marcus Blackburn, TheHumbleWorm, Nimbus, Seth, Oscar, Ravjai, Son of a Bitch OG Doggo, Tyler Tranter, Brendan or BQ Overlord, and Pink Flame 313. Thank you, Sweet Vintage Lads, for helping sponsor the podcast. Also, I did the thing I did last night that you thought was weird.
What was
like
that?
I felt weird not saying Tom Cunningham down the list. Like
it's weird, isn't it?
It's usually like Seth, Tom Cunningham, Oscar, Ravjai, but like Tom Cunningham, for some reason his name
fuck off up. Back down to the bottom.
Yeah, his name's moved up the list. And I don't like it. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh well, we've got some new Sweet Vintage Lads.
We do.
On that list, which is lovely. So as people are starting to form now here on the podcast, I guess do you want to say the special? I mean, the special announcement.
I don't mind.
Or do you want me?
I mean, since you're fucking doing everything, you might as well go for it. Just.
Since I'm fucking doing
I mean, you just.
No, since I'm doing everything, you should do it.
Doing a good job. No,
thanks,
it's fine.
Man. Appreciate that. It's not my first. You know, it's not my first podcast, so I feel like I know what.
Really? All right.
To do. Really? I thought it was. I really felt like it was. You know, just before I even do that, you know on Skype, how when you're like using another window and like that little Skype window pops up?
Yeah, the little box.
If I close that, does that end the call or does that just get rid of the box?
No, it just closes the box.
Oh, sick. I just want to get rid of that stupid box and I was afraid I'd cancel the call.
All right.
So... Tyler's going to London. No, James is gay. Yes, but we already knew that. That's not a special announcement.
Jesus, guys.
We're doing back-to-back podcasts of Kill Connor Club. This, obviously, today and next Sunday. So our special announcement is the special guest we will be having on next week, which is Abubakar Salim, the actor of Bike of Siwa in Assassin's Creed Origins. So he will be joining us next week for some amazing banter. We'll ask him plenty of questions about the development of Origins, his fandom of Assassin's Creed, his acting, etc., etc. We'll get fan questions from you and just have classic banter with our sweet boy, Abubakar. So I'm so fucking excited for that, man.
It's going to be fucking insane. It's going to be fucking great. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it.
Now we just get to wait because like I like seeing people's reactions, so I'm kind of just waiting. Yeah, here we go. Now they've hit it. Like, because there's the delay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, there's Elva retracting messages because she typed retardedly.
Everyone's fucking looking forward to that.
Yes, so there it is. The exciting news.
Okay. It's going to be fucking great.
I'm so happy about that. I feel bad for Brendan. He literally showed up going, hey guys, right like after we said it. So he's like, why is everyone so excited? So reiterating, just for you, Brendan, Abubakar Salim, actor of Bike of Siwa and Assassin's Creed Origins, will be on the podcast next week, guys. Oh my god.
That's fucking crazy. Oh my god.
I thought Abubakar was coming on today. I was lied to on Horsey and Fox.
Did
you reveal something on Horsey and Fox again?
I did say, because there was like a few people there. Why do you always
do this?
Because
I feel it makes me feel stupid because like I'm getting excited. No one's heard this before, and then everyone's like, "Yeah, but James said it on Horsey and Fox yesterday."
I can't help myself. There's like not that many people there, and so I'm like, I'll just fucking say it. Like, so I do. And also I did, but I didn't say it was today. Why would I say that? That's not correct. I said next podcast. Maybe they just assumed that was this one.
Yeah.
Oh, I did add, not tomorrow, the next one. 64.
I fucking hate that you. That's why you're like, yeah, you can reveal it because I've already done it. And
I've already done it once.
I've already done it.
And it's alright. Everyone's fucking hyped. It's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck you. Well, you know, with the new year, James, comes new shit. And of course, we have the artwork for Kill Connor Club, which I know we say this every year, but like, literally this year's fucking incredible.
I really like it.
Like, not just obviously Harlan's, it's obviously Harlan's best work, I think. But also, I love what you've done with also like the artwork, the logo, the setup, everything. It's amazing, especially like just today, right before we started, looking at like the playlist for Kill Connor Club. Like I added 63 on, and they're sitting next to each other. And I looked at the old one, which 3 weeks ago to me was like the coolest shit ever. I loved it. I was like, I don't know if anything's gonna be better than that. And I'm like, it looks shit. We look like children. And now, like, even the whole setup, the thumbnail looks shit. Like, I'm like, we look like a cartoon for kids. Like, who would watch that shit? Where now it looks mature. It's a new era. The Origins Empire era, 2 years is done. It's finished. This is the new mature era where we're mature and don't get in Twitter controversy every week and a half.
I don't know whether that's true, but I mean, we can hope. I've got my fingers crossed.
Well, I mean, I don't really. I also care anyway. To be honest, it doesn't really matter to me at all. Oh God. So anyway, James. That's I feel like that's everything for like the whole podcast. We're done now. No. That's
fucking great.
The most of the update. I guess we're doing some cool shit as always. And if you want to know what that is, once this podcast concludes in the live stream, Clubhouse goes up on patreon.com/as always, $1 and you can listen. So if you want to check that out, that's the rest of the 2018 stuff. So not like last year where we had the announcement of As Always. As Always is there, still going, strong, plus new shit. And the podcast is going to be amazing. And Abubakar next week. So exciting. James. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's been 5 weeks since we did. Well, 4 weeks, I guess, since we did the Star Wars podcast. But we had a break. We had a well-deserved break from YouTube, podcasting, everything. How was your break? Christmas, New Year's? Tell me about it.
It was pretty good. I had a good time. Just relaxing. It was fine. I mean, yeah. There you go.
Okay. Wow.
Interesting, as always.
As always. What did you do for Christmas? Like, does Elva come to yours for Christmas or just New Year's? Like, what?
Just New Year's. She stays with her family for Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because I thought about that. I was like, did she ditch her family? Surely she just ditches her family by now for Christmas. Fuck them. I was gonna hang with my real family. I'm a real boy now.
Yeah.
But no, not yet. Not yet. Wow. Well, that's super boring. Thanks for that update.
I was happy, so it's okay.
So you did nothing? That's good. That's good. That's what you need, man. That's what you need. Did you go outside? Of course not. That was a joke. I'm just joking. Of course you didn't go outside. What are we talking about? That's just become a forced meme now.
It has. It has.
Just because you got upset.
I didn't. No. I'm not
yes,
upset.
You got upset. You'll find out on Clubhouse tonight. James is upset. He brought it up.
Yeah,
he's like, why is it people think I don't go outside? Hang on. I'll go even deeper because I'm the other guy that's deeper.
The other guy.
Well, I'll tell you what I did since, I've something to say.
Yeah.
God's sake. Yeah. Well, I went, how was your Christmas and break, Tyler? I'm so glad you asked, James, my friend, good old buddy, old pal, and co-host of the podcast. It was very good. Went home to visit my family. Flew up Christmas Day. That was pretty shit. Because I quit my job. My last shift was Christmas Eve. So I flew Christmas morning, flew up, got on my flight, and just slept the whole fucking time because it was early in the morning. But I tell you what, and I tweeted about this. Fuck me. I was felt so depressed for the people working. Because it was just like a normal day at the airport. Just normal. Everything's open and whatnot. But I was so just impressed with everyone's attitude.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I was just like, wow, Jesus Christ. Legends, fucking people that are actually working Christmas, MVPs, real MVPs. But then, yeah, just Christmas with my family and went out with my mates a lot, partying. Got a lot of alcohol was consumed the last 3 weeks, and I feel like I need a break. I want to take the rest of the month off of alcohol Meanwhile, I've got a whole bottle of rum and bottle of wine on my desk in front of me right now, and they're staring at me with those tempting eyes.
Fucking hell.
But yeah, then I came back. I went away for a week as well with my brother and my parents and other family friends and shit to Noosa on the Sunshine Coast of Queensland, which is just like a beach family resort sort of area. Hung out there, did nothing, literally did nothing but like slept, drank alcohol, ate amazing fucking food, and swam in the ocean. It was beautiful. Felt rejuvenated until yesterday when I flew home and was just started getting real sick. Then I've just been in bed all day yesterday and today. So other than that, been pretty fucking shit. But yeah, then I've got 3 weeks here and then I got to move fucking back to Queensland again. So
well, that's all right.
Yeah, that's me caught up. That's everything. Yeah, yeah. You know, hey James, what did you do? I don't know.
What do you mean?
Let's try this again. Let me try this again.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, but you did something. You know what I mean? Did you sleep? Because if you didn't do anything, you just slept.
I mean, I did sleep a lot.
Did you watch movies? Did you like eat good food with the family on Christmas? Did you?
So just normal Christmas shit. Like a fucking, I don't know. I'm not good at recounting events. This is fucking not my area. You're better at this.
Yeah, I know. But I just like to, you know, catch up and hear what's going on in the old. I don't know. I don't even know. I'm just talking shit. I don't even know. I don't know why I thought this would work. And then I'm like, no. Billy asked, the Team Tynamite captain, shout out. Yes. By the way, been a while since Billy's been at a stream. Any tales from the trip up north, Tyler? You know, there's tales, but they're not very appropriate for a podcast. This is a family-friendly podcast. And I don't feel like... yeah, anyway. But James is a fucking idiot. Forgive me. Thanks, Elva. It's
That's
okay. I know that.
Mean. That's upsetting. All right.
Anyway, what have you been playing lately? What video games you on? Because I've been trying to find someone to play because I'm bored as fuck at the moment because I've done nothing all day today.
I don't know. Battlefront 2, if anything. But
Okay.
Then again, I haven't played that in fucking ages either, so nothing.
I tried to play GTA 5 today.
Oh, no.
And like that was all I could muster. I was on there for like 2 hours.
Did you hate it? Oh no, okay.
I mean, no, I've been GTA 5's a fucking awesome game, but like, there's nothing for me to do now. Like, in the online's cool because they've added so much cool shit to it now that I didn't know was even there. Like 2-player heists, so you don't need to be in a fucking team of 4 people anymore to do heists and shit. Quite easy to make money, all that sort of shit. Like Harlan was showing me when I went up back home, my brother, for those who don't know, and he's made like, he owns this like whole building and business and like skyscraper sort of like massive building corporation, has like this underground facility, and he's made his character look like the Vulture from Spider-Man Homecoming and has like a jetpack and shit and flies around with it. He's like a supervillain. I'm like, that's fucking legit. So awesome.
That's fucking mental.
Yeah. So he's hired my shitty character with no money that just rides a motorcycle around and tries to look like a Sons of Anarchy character to do shit he doesn't want to do. He's like, I don't have time for that bullshit. But yeah, but that's what I've tried to play. Other than that, like I don't know. I don't know what else to play.
Yeah, I don't know. Like obviously, Battlefront's a good time, but I mean, actually, you know what? I started a couple of weeks ago. I started Fable 1, the anniversary, and I played a good few hours of that, and then I just got caught up with something else, and then I started KOTOR 2, and I also got caught up with something else, and I haven't finished either of them or continued them for like fucking, I don't know, a good month. So I'll probably do that, to be honest.
Did you love Fable 1?
Yeah, it just feels like Fable. I like it.
Yes.
It's a good time. I really want to get back to it, but I've just been fucking busy with shit, so. But I will. I'll do it. Dude,
I want to talk about Fable with you later in this podcast, actually, because Fable's been something that's in the news finally.
Oh, I know.
You know what?
Oh, God.
But tell me about Battlefront 2. So you made a video talking about it's good, and there's been so much controversy around Battlefront 2. So, I mean, my question, I guess, is convince me, because I've got some more questions from that video, right? Because you talked about, of course, there's plenty of multiplayer content, right? There's plenty of maps in comparison, at least in comparison to the first Battlefront game. But a lot of what I'm interested in is this storyline and campaign.
Okay.
Now, you say, it's there, and it's not too long, it's not too short, but is it quality? And when I say quality, I mean, I've heard things like the mission structure, it just doesn't feel like any variation. It's just sort of the same shit over and over again. Like, convince me that even when I'm done with my 5 hours of enjoying the multiplayer and then I'm kind of just want to move on to something else, is there something that I can enjoy on my own with this campaign that's sustainable and that I'll replay it? Or is it that average that it's like one and done?
No, see, it's not. I mean, it's not average. I think it's good, but it's not like a groundbreaking campaign or anything. It's like, I get what people say when they're like, it's a little bit. The story is really interesting, and I like the characters. I think the hero missions can be a little bit bland at times because they take you away from the story you're in.
Now,
so you can play
what
as
are the hero missions?
Well, there's one that's good, and that's when you play as Luke Skywalker, which is a really good time. But then,
so like a story mission of like Luke Skywalker.
But it's like it's part of the story of the characters, but it's like also separated, like it's like a bit separated
canon?
from the characters. Yeah, it's all canon.
Okay.
And I mean, the one where you play as Luke is good. You play as Leia and Han, and they're fine, but like that. I mean, they could just take them out and it wouldn't matter. They're just a bit, I don't know. I mean, it's cool. The cutscenes are cool, and it's cool to see the characters because they're written properly and portrayed like the characters.
Who does the
in
voices?
I don't know, but it sounds really good.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
obviously, it's not the.
It's obviously not them, but whoever's doing it does it really well.
Okay.
And I don't know. I just think the one with Leia and Han is I don't know, something about.
They're fun,
I guess
but they don't add anything.
If they were on their own as just like this thing that exists, I'd be like, that's cool, it's fun. But the fact
so it's
that
like
I'm
there's
playing
a campaign,
story,
and then you'd have like these other. Then it's like Leia mission, Han mission, Luke mission, and then you had here's just whatever her name's campaign.
Yeah.
Like a separate menus.
Yeah.
You'd be
if it was like that, I'd be better with it. I think it fucks up the pacing when you're going through the main story and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, now plays Han Solo, and it's like, well, I mean, I like him, but can we just carry on with the story I'm playing? I think that's the issue I have. But you see, the one where you play as Luke, like Luke's really good for a start, but also the mission feels relevant to the story you're playing. Like,
sure.
It directly intertwines with the main character story, so it feels better. But the other two, not so much. And you know, that's fine. But yeah, the gameplay is. I mean, it's first person shooter stuff. Like, I mean, I'm not a huge first person shooter expert, so I can't say how it measures up to other first person shooter campaigns. Because I mean, the last time I played like obviously Halo 5, but. Fucking.
Okay, don't. Why did you bring that up? It's the first fucking podcast of the year.
Oh,
you have to say
sorry. Okay. I mean, I've obviously played Halo, and I've played Call of Duty in the past. Yeah. I mean, first-person shooters are basically you run through a level shooting enemies. Like, I mean, I don't know what else people expect. Like.
Is there vehicle sections?
Like
is there different sorts of cool terrain? Is the scenery look good?
You go to a bunch
is this narrative flow through? Are there kind of cinematic moments to it? Like,
yeah, you know, there's a bunch of different cinematic moments. There's the cutscenes are all fucking great. There's a bunch of times in the story when like okay, so for example, there's this mission where you start off in an X-wing and you're flying, and then you have these two different areas you need to go to help out these guys, and you land your X-wing, you get out, you do a little thing where you kill some stormtroopers, there's like a TIE fighter, you plant some bombs to like destroy this thing, and then you get back in your X-wing and you go around, like obviously you're flying around doing shit in the sky, and then you land at the other place. And then you get this other point where there's one of the main enemies, and then like you do this dogfight, and then when you've done that, you like crash your ship onto the top of a Star Destroyer, and while the Star Destroyer is like flying, you're like on the top of it, killing all these enemies, and it obviously the game looks fucking great, so it's awesome. The music's great. Like, that is a really cool moment. And there's also moments where things feel like scripted and like very I don't know. I don't want to like it. I don't want to like
spoil it.
Make it. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it, and I also don't want to make it seem bigger than it is because like there's moments that feel to me very like Naughty Dog-esque in terms of the way the environment is while you're moving through it. You know, like how if you play Uncharted, when you're walking through an environment, people will be doing things off at the side, or like when you walk past a building, someone might quickly reach out and close their window, sort of thing. Just like little things like that.
Yeah.
There's one moment when you're on this planet and you're like sort of, it's like a moment when you're sort of just walking through, because that's just, it's sort of like, that's the moment it is where sort of like Aiden is talking to people around her, and she's walking through this place, and like you see like a ship come down and drop down in 8080, and like there's stormtroopers like pushing civilians into like camps and stuff, and it's just, I think they just capture atmosphere really well. I think there's like, it's not the pinnacle of what you can do with a campaign, but I also think it's a lot better than what people are saying about it, if that makes sense.
Sure. Okay. That makes sense. I'm looking for something, and we were potentially going to do a Battlefront 2 stream exclusive to patreon.com/LazerzZRhymes this month. So, you know what? You've almost convinced me to get it. So, because I need a campaign as well. If I'm going to be honest, I like first-person shooter campaigns. When I played like the old CODs, like COD 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, like I like the campaigns. They're more important to me than the multiplayer. You know what I mean? Multiplayer is what makes you stick around for fun, but I like first-person shooters are easily replayable to me. Like if you have a good first-person shooter campaign, I can replay that 100 times. I've played Modern Warfare 1 campaign a dozen times. And obviously the Halo games way more than does, like 20 times. You know what I mean? So they're the easy to replay games when I just want something to do and I can just have a fun, easy experience. It's not too long, but it's not too short as well.
Yeah.
You know. But people were mentioning when we were talking about, just before we started this Battlefront 2 talk, when I was like, oh, what games are you playing? Everyone's like, Minecraft?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that is true, yeah.
Yeah, you've been playing that, but if you want to hear how angry that made me, after this podcast concludes again, Clubhouse is on patreon.com/LazerzZRhymes, because I couldn't wait till today. There's so much stuff yesterday. I was like, we can't talk about it because we've got to wait till this podcast. Yeah. But I couldn't wait to yell at you about the Minecraft streams.
Yeah.
Did you stream again today?
Today? No, I just woke up.
Oh, no, you did Horsey and Fox.
Well, that was yesterday.
Yeah, you know what I mean. My today, you know what I'm saying.
The wrong today, yeah.
The wrong today.
Nah, yesterday I didn't. I was tired.
Okay. Yeah, but you'll surf.
But tonight, though, daily Minecraft streams might return. We'll see.
Daily? It can't be daily Minecraft streams might return when they've been going on for like 3 days.
No, I've been doing it for a week now. I started last Saturday. So.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Well, okay. I'm just kind of reading through the chat now. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Amir's like, they're good streams, Tyler. And I'm like, well,
yeah, good streams.
They're not. They're Minecraft streams.
It's all about the banter. That's what it is.
Yeah, but I don't know who's talking. Like, there's 7,000 of you. And I'm like, I'm invested in you, James. That's about it. Everyone else can fuck off. Oh, sorry, all my friends that are also on that the podcast, the streams as well, because there's plenty of you, but fuck you. No, I'm just joking. I'm not joking. I tell you what, I didn't even talk to you about how the 24-hour stream went, mate, because like that happened after we finished doing podcasts. So I had some doubts when you were doing it. I didn't believe, because you played Nightmare Mode, Origins, all the way through, and I didn't believe you could finish Origins in Nightmare Mode in the 24 hours.
No one did. I
didn't believe it. I was like, I'm like, get to the crocodile and then be on there for the last 7 hours of the stream.
The crocodile. We finished it in 23 hours because we had an hour where we were just sitting there doing side quests. So,
yeah. I was super impressed.
Yeah, we're fucking great at games, so.
Oh, George's.
Fight you.
I mean.
Oi, nah, I'll take some of the fucking credit. We were fucking stuck on that boss for ages. You know the one when someone comes to try and like kill Cleopatra, and then you're in like that little sort of, I don't know, sort of like a courtyard area. Do you know the bit? It's just before you go off to meet fucking Caesar.
Someone just to kill Cleopatra.
Yeah, it's like Bayek shows up and Aya runs at you.
Where are you?
Is it Alexandria?
Oh yes, yeah. No,
it's that place at the top right.
I know exactly. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like the assassination attempt, and then for some reason everyone just lets you fight him when there's so many soldiers.
Yeah, it was that. We were stuck on that for a good hour.
You do it by yourself.
It was a long fucking time. We were stuck on that. Although to be fair, it was Luke playing for most of the time because he was like determined to do it himself.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was alright. We still fucking did it.
How's the Mia? I don't understand how they did it. It took me 24 hours to get to the crocodile on normal. Well, I mean, the first time you're doing it, you're super slow.
Plus, we were trying to get through it as well.
Yeah, you just rushed it. I mean, I'm surprised you just leveled up because most of my time was just being at the right level, to be honest. When I play through that main story.
What's fucking funny is we spent like an hour at the beginning of the stream fucking about with the Trial of Anubis, trying to do it at level 1. And we still fucking finished it before the stream was up.
Yeah, I really don't know how you did it.
We're just
the thing that fucked up the Anubis part is when he like sends out his fucking buddies at you and they're level 40.
Yeah, the issue was like, I mean, we didn't even get that far. Like, we just could not do enough damage to him to do it. We had to kill ourselves. So, yeah, that was a really fucking bad idea. But we spent ages fucking about with it. And
you
we
also
still fucking finished the game.
Goal so
yeah,
fast.
We did. Jesus. It was like, what was it? Was it halfway through the stream or something? Like, we just fucking immediately passed it.
Because I was at work and I was like, I'll be there for the end. So, like, hopefully I can send some more donations through if you guys haven't reached the goal yet. And then, like, I checked, like, my first break at work. Like, no, I've reached the goal. I'm like, what the fuck?
I know. It was like, fucking mental.
Yeah.
It's great.
You know how I said I finished 100% at Origins in 77 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I since 100%ing it, I've been on doing like all the extra activities like Trials of the Gods stuff, whatever's been added to it.
Mm.
And I looked at the like playtime of it because when I looked at the playtime, it includes like main menu, everything like that, and that's on like the Xbox menu. Yep. But when I went to the game menu and it was like how long I've been playing, even after all the extra bits, 73 hours.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's weird.
Mine's like, definitely well over 150.
You know, on the main menu where you're loading a save, like so 73 hours.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
And that's like, all the Trials of the Gods, like those new quests they add.
That's like 3 days.
Mm.
What?
Yeah, I know. 3 days. And
it's been out for fucking months.
I know. But I mean, I haven't played it in like a month, but yeah, I mean,
neither have I.
I played the other day. For like 2 hours. No, not even like an hour. Like since the Horde mode got added, I hadn't even played it. So like I just played the Horde mode like 2 days ago.
Oh my god, I've noticed everyone in the chat. Yeah, my character has 6 fucking fingers.
What are you talking about?
Look at the one holding the gun.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then the thumb. No!
No! I didn't even know. Oh, who saw that?
I don't know. The fuck?
I'll tell you what's happened. Is that Harlan's done 4 fingers, and then he decided, he's like, nah, I want your finger to be out holding it.
Yeah.
Then he just forgot to take one off.
That's funny.
Well, we can't change it now, you know what I mean?
Like, fuck that's staying. 6 fingers, yeah. It's canon now.
It's canon now.
It's canon to real life.
You know what that other finger's for, ladies? Wink.
I need to grow another finger now.
I can't unsee that now. That's good. Oh god.
Yeah, that's it's fucking weird. Oh god.
Did you just realize that now?
Yeah, I didn't fucking know.
I didn't notice either.
Oh, fuck that's
whoever.
Weird.
Who saw that? Fuck whoever saw that.
That was Amir.
Oh god damn it, Amir! Why do you ruin it?
God, I mean, no one fucking noticed Amir. Don't be like, how did no one notice? Like, No one fucking saw that. That was you that saw that. Oh, it's ruined.
I mean, technically, you've got 5. Like, we can only see 5 fingers. You know what I mean? So you technically have 5 fingers.
Yeah, I just don't have a thumb.
You have a long thumb.
That's is my thumb, yeah.
That is your thumb.
I'm holding it in my hand.
That's actually, you know what? Let's say that. It's a really long thumb, but that's his thumb. Think about it. It actually kind of looks, it's actually kind of fun that way.
And I'm holding the gun like a fucking retard. Like,
no, you're just like a meta, sweet, epic gamer. That's how
good.
epic gamers hold guns.
Yeah, true. It's the best way to get your hand around the gun and use it quickly against your foes.
So the meme is not that you have 6 fingers. The meme is you have a long thumb.
Yeah, that's what it is. I have the normal amount of fingers. Yeah.
You just have a really long thumb.
Really long
just
thumb.
on your right hand.
Yeah.
Because you like holding it like
My
an epic gamer.
fine. Yeah.
Your left hand's fine.
Yeah, it's good.
You know what they say about big thumbs?
What do they say about them?
Don't know. You're the only one who's got one. What do they say?
They don't say anything. I've only just noticed, so
they say you're an epic gamer. That's what they say.
That's
what epic gamers say. Do you know why you have a long thumb? For perfect control of the controller when you play video games.
But I have to hold my hand out really far so I can do it.
No, but you can use it like you only need to. You can play games one-handed. You know what I mean? Because your thumb's so long, can reach both. Yeah, that's how epic gamer you are.
All right.
Keep getting asked. Mario's like, Tyler, did you fucking see the Fox Vader memes? I've seen. So I've seen one of them and I didn't get it. I was like, what?
Oh, yeah, I mean, there's not much to get. It's just fucking dumb. I love him so much. He just takes our streams out of context and adds them into a fucking stupid story. I love it. He's great.
Cool, man. That's a great story. Great fucking story. Do you have any more, or?
Yeah, I have plenty. If you want them.
What do we call them? James's journals now?
Journals? Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Dear Diary, I have nothing interesting to
say. Dear Diary, yeah, I'm alright, I guess. That's it.
I mean, I'm alright, I guess. How are you?
God.
Like, you don't even ask that. You're just like, I don't give a fuck. Is this a real conversation? Who is this asshole?
Jesus.
For those who haven't already, watching right now live or later on YouTube, be sure to like this podcast right now, because right now we're just about to hit 100, and I really want to smash 100. There's no reason we shouldn't have already hit it, but we haven't said it yet, so I'm saying it now.
True.
How about goals for 2018, James? What are your numbers? What are your goals? What's the plan, my friend, for your channel for 2018? What's your subscriber goal? What kind of videos do you want to make? Where do you want to be?
All right. Well, my main goal in terms of my channel is videos I really want to expand. Like, I'm still going to do Assassin's Creed stuff. Like, I mean, I did an update the other day, and I want to put more work into them. Like, I don't just want to quickly do an update. It's like I want to spend my time and make a really good video every time I make a video. I'm not uploading every day anymore because, one, it's too fucking much, and I end up trying to just churn out a video when I could be spending more time working on a really good one. So I'm like, that's what I'm going to spend my time doing. Not just doing Assassin's Creed, doing a ton of other stuff. What I think I'm going to do is like one Assassin's Creed video a week at the most or something, unless something important's happening. And then my 2 other videos can be something else, and I'll just use them to just expand my channel and just do whatever the fuck I want. And my main goal is by the end of this year to be getting the same views on all my videos that I get on Assassin's Creed now. So, like, if that makes sense. So, like, say I get, like, if I upload an Assassin's Creed video, get 15,000 views a video, I want that on all my videos by the end of the year. So it's sort of everything's nicely evened out, and everything's good. And in terms of, like, numbers, I guess, views, I guess I'll go for something like 20 million overall, because I think I'm at, what am I now, 15 million? I don't remember.
Yeah, but, you can smash that easy.
Something like that. So yeah, it's just like, I don't really care about the overall view number, like, it doesn't really matter, but it's like, I guess I'll set one, because why not? And then subscribers, I want to go for 100,000, because...
Oh, fucking easy, man.
Because last year, like... Because last year, yeah, I gained nearly 40,000 in the whole year. So if I can do the same this year, I'll hit 100,000, no problem. So fucking go for it and see if I can do it. We'll see what happens. But
oh yeah, Easy, man. Easy
Fucking
work.
mental.
I
What are
think you
your
should go for a
plans?
higher goal.
A higher goal?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like, I don't know, 125,000.
Well, I mean, maybe. We'll see. Depends. We'll see how well it goes. Mid-year, I'll
Sure.
be like, let's see where I am.
Sure.
See where that goes. Anyways, yeah. What are your plans? What are you doing?
Well, look, I'm going to give you two things here. So
Okay.
I'll give you this disclaimer underneath everything. Because in my life right now, I'm leaving Melbourne, moving back to Queensland. I've got no job right now. And my next goal in life really is, once I moved, give myself some time to figure out what I want to do next with my life. Where do I want to go next? What do I want to do for work next? And while I'm doing that, I want to focus on the channel, podcast, doing all this stuff. But the thing is, ultimately, I don't know what I'm going to be doing next. You know what I mean? And that's something I'm going to be working on and figuring out over the next couple of months. So it's scary, but interesting, but also there's a lot of unknowns to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, who knows whether it'll take me, you know, to a new place or something like that, or what I'll be doing, I don't know. So right now, in terms of that, I've got to have a disclaimer of that a lot of my life is going to be changing over the next couple of months, so I don't know what that's going to mean for the YouTube channel. Now, let's just say, hypothetically, that it's a normal job similar to what I had, what I've been doing, and, you know, a normal full-time job in terms of hours, and then in my free time I can just do YouTube as normal. Let's assume that's the case. My goal is I want to get to, I mean, I'm like 500 away from 10,000. So obviously that's fucking, you know, I could not do a video for the year and I'll get to 10,000. But if I think I could do it, 15's easy. 15's easy to me. I think I can do 15 if I, you know, committed, do what I plan to do. You know, like in this hypothetical scenario, I'd get a normal full-time job, normal hours, and I get free time. 15,000 easy. Thing with me is I've got to work back up to a regular viewership. Sure, I got 10,000 subs, and there's plenty of people that have been watching me and are going to keep watching me. But there's also plenty of people that are inactive now. Yeah. So I do have to build back up an active base. But I feel like with the time I've got, the videos I've got planned, and the schedule I'm going to do, if I stick to that and I do what I want to do, I don't think 15,000 is a big issue. I think I'm going to say 20,000. But I think my goal is 15. I'd be happy with 15. But I think I could try to push for 20. And my goal schedule, I mean, I wanted to start the relaunch of my whole channel right now, like in January. But because I'm moving and I'm going to be like, won't have my stuff with me for a certain amount of time moving and all, it'll be more like, it'll be February that'll happen. But I've already been working on content and stuff now. Like the first return video, it's huge. It's the Assassin's Creed, The Truth is coming back. Cool. And it's my biggest episode yet. And what you and George have been doing for the last 12 months has really inspired me in terms of the way I want to make my videos. In terms of scripting things like The Truth, not all videos, but like something like The Truth should be researched, scripted. You know, I want to take that to the next level. Because, like, for example, The Truth videos just shoot up randomly. Like, for some reason, episode 2 just passed 100,000 views. Last time I checked, it was at 20,000 views. Yeah. The Who is Eve one. So 100,000 views. I'm like, when the fuck did that happen? Just blown up. You know what I mean? Like, the Truth series has got the most views in terms of videos, and regularly. Like, all those videos have a lot of views. So I want to step up that game. And that first video is to do with the Isu temples and the messaging. So I literally went through for maybe 5 hours, transcribed, so like wrote down everything they said, because I wanted to have them on my computer, because someone's like, they're transcribed on I don't know, Layla's computer. I'm like, yeah, but I want them on my computer so I can like copy paste quotes and things like that for my script, but also put them in the video, things like that. But also by writing it down, I'm really taking it in. Like, that's why I take things in. Yeah. So I transcribed everything, and then I spent today writing down, like, it's not really the script, but it's like all my thoughts on it. And then I'll kind of figure out a script from what I've written, if that makes sense. But But it's super, like, honestly, like, those were, when I listened to them the first time playing Origins, they were boring, man. Like,
Really?
they weren't, because you're listening to them out of order. So, like, and they just kind of go on, and, like, I found them interesting, but after a while, I just kind of got, started snoozing. But listening to them all in order, writing them all down, breaking each down the quotes, and also having to, like, put them in the editing software, rewind them so I could understand the inaudible bits and, like, break down what that means. I know exactly where this modern day storyline's going. You know what I mean? Like I know exactly what's happening. Okay. It's so, like, it literally tells you everything that's happening. If you put them all together, it's so, like, if I just want to do this video right, so that not everyone has to do what I've done. You know, it's just a quick. I don't want it to be long. I don't want these videos to be, like, super long, like clean, 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't want these huge, long explanations. They need to be concise, well researched, well explained.
Yeah, sounds good.
So,
I mean, yeah, I'm glad you're doing that topic, because people have been asking me for ages, and I've written it down in, like, my video list, like, do this, and I'm just like, every time I look at it, I'm like, that's gonna be such a big thing, and I'm like, now I don't have to do it, so I could just link your video.
Yeah, it's been like 8 hours, 9 hours already, and that's just, like, the research bit. Because, like, even when you're transcribing it, they bring up, like, historical events and historical things that I don't, scientific things and methods that I don't know about, and I had to, like, every time they brought it up, I wanted to know exactly what that meant and researched it and put that in the thing, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Like, none of that's going to even make the script or video, but I at least wanted to know what they were so I could really grasp the whole context of everything they're trying to say.
Yeah, cool.
You know, I mean, I don't want to spoil, like, the video now, but, you know, it's pretty obvious what they're trying to say. Like, and you know how people got upset with the nothing, remember nothing is real, everything is permitted at the end?
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, that's such a cheap way to do the nothing is true, everything is permitted thing. All I'll say about that is that's everyone who thinks that missed the point.
Yeah.
Because they're like,
100%.
Because the whole point is Bayek didn't get nothing is true, everything is permitted from some fucking Isu temple, and the Isu that's explaining it, this messenger that's explaining it and says nothing is real, everything is permitted, has nothing to do with the assassins. Yeah. Like, is him saying nothing is real, because he doesn't say nothing is true, he says nothing is real, and that's a very important thing he says in the context of everything that's being said. You know, in terms of what is reality, because lots of the questions they raise is what is reality, in terms of simulations and what is time and the code and nodes and things like that. So you've got to understand that when he says nothing is real, it's actually kind of almost like making fun of the creed, but also there is a context that everything is permitted, but it has nothing to do with, like, how to live your life and that, but it kind of does. It's hard to explain.
I mean, when I watched that, I never, like, the people that say, like, oh, that's so dumb, like, the Bayek got it from there, I never fucking thought that. Like, I don't understand how anyone could think that. Like, Bayek got the creed from a first Civ temple, because he doesn't even fucking react to those things. I don't even think he was there. I feel like it's part of the fucking simulation, not, like, an actual thing. That's the way I perceive it. It's like it's part of the animus. Like, I did think there was a point where I thought, like, oh, it's like a thing that was in the world and the animus is making it. Bayek never went there, but that makes way less sense. I feel like it's literally just in the animus. Like, you know, like how 16's messages were in the animus. Like, Ezio didn't see those. I feel like it's a similar thing.
Bayek did go to these places, but I just don't think he understood what was happening.
I don't know.
Or I don't know if the message, but I don't think he even heard a message, if that makes sense, because this is the way that it's explained in one of the things. It's like a time stopped, essentially, except for Layla. Like, it's a bridge. What happens is a bridge. Like, one of the lines is, we are meeting in a bridge halfway between eras. So, like, Bayek's gone there. He does put in the silica. He does the thing, but he doesn't do anything. Like, to him, he doesn't hear a message.
Yeah,
that's how I perceived it.
That makes
what
sense.
They've explained.
Yeah,
like, he doesn't hear anything. Like, all of a sudden, because, like, you go under, one of them's underwater, but you don't lose breath, and that's because Bayek, time just stopped for him. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't experience this message. Layla experienced the message. For Bayek, he just activated it. You know, and then he moves on. He teleports out. It kind of gets him out or whatever. Like he's just kind of exploring. That's the way I've perceived it anyway.
That makes way more sense.
But a big, and like I'll explain some of this because it's an interesting topic and I want to talk to you about it. But obviously I'll make a whole video on it and explain it way better because I'm still in the drafting process of explaining it myself properly. But the whole point is there is another. Fuck it. I'm just gonna give it the general gist of what's going on.
Okay.
There is another end of the world storyline happening right now. Okay. That's what's happening.
Yeah, that's what I picked up.
So and I'm sit there thinking, well, what the fuck? But Desmond did this. Now the whole point of these messages is to talk about reality and time. What is time? And it pretty much explains what the sixth sense is because we kind of have an idea of what the sixth sense that the Isu have entails, but we don't completely know what it means, right? The thing about the sixth sense is it's a way that they see things different to us. Like we can't even comprehend it. They can see time because time is to us one thing. Like it's an hour, it's a minute. You can measure it, but we have an idea and a concept that it goes at different speeds in different places in the universe, right? That's as far as we know. Isu see time like writing on a chalkboard in the air. You know what I mean? Like they see it in things. It's like seeing the force or something. Like time isn't just minutes or hours. It is more. It is like simulations. They can see what has happened, what is happening, what can happen. And they explain that there's a linear time, there's time that's continuous and anything can happen and branch out, but there's this thing called nodes. They describe them as nodes. And nodes are events that have to happen and there's nothing you can do about it. The only way that you can, because there's a whole different array of options that they can choose to do in their lives, but then there's a node that they can't change because they can't actually alter time, but they can see it and they can see the possibilities. You know what I mean? That's how they send these messages, but they don't know which simulation is going to be the real one. They can only do what they can do in their life. And then there's, like I said, these nodes that can't change. That's an end of the world event. The Great Catastrophe, as they call it. That's a node that has to happen. They're describing in these stories that the end of the world that was supposed to happen in 2012 was a node and had to happen. What Desmond's done is defy time. But time always corrects itself, is what they're saying.
Yeah, that's very much the storyline of Life is Strange, in a way. The very similar sort of philosophy on time.
Yeah, exactly. So what they're describing is that there's things you can't change and it's going to happen again. Like these nodes need the world to end, and it gives you various reasons. It talks about World War II, it talks about the development of nuclear weapons in the last century or so of what humans have done and that time needs like to reset almost what's going on. Now, the thing about this and this is the main line that is everything. And it's the first line of my video. It's the inaudible frequency in one of the messages, and it is break the code, break the node. That line is everything about Layla's storyline. It is it's the definition of Layla's storyline. Break the code, break the node. So my video is about defining what's the node, what is the code, and how do you break them. The node being, how do you break this end of the world event that's going to happen again? Doesn't mean it's going to be a sun solar flare. It just means in some way time needs to correct that mistake.
Yeah. That's exactly what I picked up, yeah.
The code is time. Time as the Isu see it. Now, it's interesting how the Isu start describing it in one of the final messages. They talk about their sixth sense, but how they used it. They used order. And they literally describe it like Assassin's Templars, which I thought was a bit weird and a bit not really Isu-like, but they describe it like this. They say they lived their life using order. They thought order could control everything, and they could control everything using that, but it actually led them to their demise. And it was kind of too late by the time they realized what they were doing wrong. They used the Piece of Eden to create order. They created the humans to control. Like they were very Templar in terms of their way of life. They're kind of saying this to promote to Layla a life of defiance. You can't use that you've got to think differently. They're telling her she's got to break the code. She's got to figure out how to alter time. She has got to do what Isu's couldn't even do and alter the calculations of existence to such an extreme level that she can manipulate what happens. Now, the thing is, she doesn't have the ability in her genetics to do that. They talk about that in these messages. They talk about how humans were defined with boundaries, not a cage on them on the outside, but a cage in their mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So pretty much, and it means like, Tyler, what's the point of the video if you're going to explain it all here? You know what? I don't know, but I'm going to do the video anyway.
The video will make way more sense. Plus, it'll reach a bigger audience when it's so. Yeah,
that's true.
We can still discuss
also,
it.
it'll be like in order, well, in terms of explanation, but you guys are my fam, so I'll explain it to you.
Title, because I feel like it's a relevant topic.
Yeah. So the code, and it's interesting kind of the way they're trying to explain how she's going to manipulate time, because they talk about it in terms of the animus, because they talk about the world as all simulation. So like, you're in a simulation, so that means you can alter it. Time is a simulation. You can alter time, but she can't alter time with her genetics like an Isu can see time. So her animus is what it sounds like is the way that she's going to devise a way to manipulate time. She's got to break the cage on her mind, is with the sorts of lines that they're saying. And then they use the whole nothing is real, everything is permitted. They're trying to tell her, remember, nothing is real, nothing is definite, everything is permitted, as in you can do whatever with time. You can do anything. If you break the code, you can break the node.
Oh, you know what? I actually never thought about any of that shit. Like, I got the general idea, but that makes a lot more fucking sense.
So that's what this storyline for Layla is about. For the future. So it's more about, in terms, I'm sure there's Assassin Templar storylines to this that they're going to do, because obviously she's with, does William Mars ring a bell? But also with Layla, in terms of saving the world, she's got to find a way to use the animus to not be a way to just relive memories, because they say the animus has a barrier, like it's just a way to observe. You can't be an observer. You've got to be the author of time.
Yeah, it's super fucking interesting what they're going to do with that. It's like, I mean, obviously when I first listened to it, like, they do talk a lot about simulations, and like you said, out of order, it's difficult to sort of get a full grasp of what they're talking about, because I thought it was like the simulation, like she's got to break the simulation in terms of like the animus simulation. But yeah, that makes more sense, because the Isu always talk about time as a simulation, like a string of numbers and like an equation that you can change, and that's sort of what Minerva's eye did.
In a way, yeah, right? Like, but they talk about like one of the whole messages is all about language. Now, our language has boundaries to it, right? Like, can't explain it. So there's just things we can't comprehend, and that big thing is time. Like, so
yeah, that's just true. That's like what William says in Assassin's Creed 3, where he's saying that because Desmond's getting mad because he's like, why can't they just tell us what they want? And William's like, well, it's like, imagine trying to explain all this to a 5-year-old or to a grasshopper. They wouldn't be able to comprehend what we're saying to them. So we can't comprehend what he said, like, when they said the will of the gods was unknowable, they meant it. So it's that sort of idea that they understand things that they can't even explain to us because they can't speak it in our language.
Sure, yeah. So I'm not sure how she's going to somehow bend an animus into reliving memories, but also that will change what happened in the past.
I mean,
like, I don't know. I don't know how that's supposed to work.
Yeah, I'm not
Excuse
sure.
me. Like, one of the quotes is, change your mind, subvert your perception, stop this world, bend it into something new. And then it's like, yeah, reality is a simulation, break the code. And it's all about breaking the code, breaking the node. Like, that's repeated quite often throughout all the different messages.
That's very interesting.
And like, this is the interesting end kind of quote. It's like, we found our solace in order. We thought it would help us rule the world. We were wrong. Order never served us. It has kept us within the boundaries. And then it goes on to say, take an unexpected turn away from the path that is drawn straight ahead of you. Your animus is different, as is the mind that imagined it. It could escape the code. It could do that leap and make possible a decision that defies the order of things that are. Remember, nothing is real, everything is permitted.
Oh, it's fucking weird.
There's a lot to it, like, because, I mean, I've got 10 pages of just writing with all these quotes and shit on it. Like, there's a lot in there that way more than I thought there was, to be honest.
Yeah. There's a lot of shit. It's difficult to like. There's a lot of fucking shit there. I mean, what does it come into play? I mean, I think we can apply this to anything we fucking want to at this point, and I like to do it. But the shit that 16 said, or supposedly 16, definitely Desmond, in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood's Truth.
Yeah.
I mean, he says a lot of shit. Like, I mean, there's so much shit that he says that was never explained. They could try and apply that to Layla's story and be like, oh, he meant Layla's story. And obviously he didn't, but, like, he could.
Yeah, sure. You can, retcon. Classic.
Find the key, Eve, etc. I mean,
the key is her DNA
like,
to break the code.
Yeah, and he's like, bloody, it's... What does he say? It's later than you know.
It's far later than you know.
Everything you know, it's already gone. I don't know. It's interesting. Like, I mean, there's a lot of cryptic shit in Assassin's Creed, and I think I really did like those Isu temples and the messages that came with them, because they were very sort of, I don't know, classic Assassin's Creed. I like that.
Yeah, I think because I listened to them out of order, I kind of lost a bit of what they were meaning to tell me overall.
Mm-hmm.
But having to, like, doing what I've done with this research... I mean, I'm sure I'm going to have some new ideas when I'm really piecing it all together. That's just the draft of what, like, I have to say on that topic. But, like, essentially the easiest way, the line I can just say again is break the code, break the node. That is what the storyline is about. Break time to stop and change reality so that the end of the world doesn't happen.
I like that there's an actual point there, because... I mean, when I listened to it, it's like, it was interesting, but listening to them out of order, it's kind of, you do get the idea that maybe they're just there to be confusing on purpose. But, like, when you look at it the way you have, it's clear that obviously there's a message in that. They're trying to convey a storyline that they'll probably do later. And I hope that it does take a form in the next game. Like, I mean, I hope that they don't give it all a backseat because it's difficult to tell to a mainstream audience. Like, it's...
Yeah, I mean, I think there's simpler ways to tell it. I think the reason it's side activities is because... I guess it's similar to the way that storyline was kind of there in AC1, but it was in emails. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is this a way to tell in a complex way the gist of what's happening and what the purpose is, but it'll get kind of simplified and it'll be done in pieces rather than that's kind of the whole. We literally have the whole storyline of what the goal is, right, for this story arc that'll probably be going for the next 5-6 years, right, before we see an end to it. So we're going to get that in pieces, and it'll kind of come together and make sense eventually. Like the next game, this isn't going to all be explained, right? It'll just be a piece of it, and hopefully more than the 5 minutes that were in Layla's story and origins. It certainly makes me interested in what's going to happen in the modern day now. Like I'm way more interested after really going through the messages. And I guess the point of my video is going to be, because obviously there's way more stuff I wanted to talk about that I didn't say, but in this video is to be able to explain that. So someone like even you, like you knew the gist of it, but hadn't maybe put it all together and taken that time yet. So it's just a way for everyone to be able to do that, right?
Yeah, that's fucking interesting. I'm looking forward to that video because that'll explain everything really well. And I mean, no one's done it yet. Like, people have been talking about the messages, but I don't think anyone's done it to that extent yet. So I think that video will do fucking well. Everyone will be super interested in that. So,
well, I just want to hype it up a bit because I've gotten so much fucking work into it. So I really want it to get some fucking views.
Yeah, fucking should do.
Yeah. Going to the chat, looking through, everyone's just talking shit. Doll, have you seen that video from Controllable Eagle saying that he's going to be on KCC for a few episodes? What?
Oh yeah, it's this kid. It's a video.
Is it the kid who has a channel called Tynamite as well?
What? No. What?
You remember that kid?
Oh
Tynamite?
no, fucking hell. No, it's this kid called the Controllable Eagle. He made a video with his like updates for 2018. Someone linked it to us on Horsey and Fox last night, and we're like, react to this. I was like, all right. And he essentially goes at one point, he's like, I might be on Kill Connor Club for a few episodes. Yeah, it's a video. Yeah.
Can you say that to me?
Yeah, I can do. And I was like, wait, what? Why does he think he's coming on Kill Connor Club? I'm so confused.
I'll tell you he's coming on Kill Connor Club. If you're just tuning in, Abubakar Salim,
yeah, he is.
actor for Bike of Siwa, Assassin's Creed Origins, next week.
Boys.
Next week, you sweet lads.
So
get pumped for that. Oh god, that little fucking box keeps popping up. Fuck off your box.
Box. It's fucking taunting you.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh my
Layla's
god,
gotta find
you have
the
missed
box.
this so much. Thanks, Peter George Hage.
There you go. I linked
Sage?
it to you.
All right. 3-minute video, 2018 goals.
Yeah, it's at
Assassin's
about
Creed Fox.
1:40, I think. Where is
Okay.
that?
Oh, it's just a YouTube channel. Like I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Stupid Skype box keeps fucking popping up. Okay, I didn't realize. Hang on. A minute what? 30?
About 1:40, I think. Something like that. But yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, he has a few subs, right? 311, you know, that's a start.
Yeah.
I thought I was fucking sick and good when I had 300 subs. I thought I was like the man when I had 100 subs.
Oh, when I hit 100, that was the day.
Is that the video you danced around on?
No. That was 500, and it wasn't a dance, it was a thrust. I thrust it into the room and stop motioned it. Captain Mongoose, we are getting him on the podcast. We just fucking said that, and we announced it at the beginning. It's next week.
Oh, hang on, here we go. Here, I'm listening to this. Widgie Coon and him might hop on Kill Connor Club, not Clubhouse. Okay. A few episodes.
A few.
It's probably not going to be LongEaredFox or Fishy. Okay, well, cool. I hadn't seen that, but I've now seen it. I mean, that's nice, you know what I mean? That someone wants to come on, but he's obviously like, I haven't even heard of him, so...
Yeah, he's obviously very misinformed.
It's news to me that he's coming on for a few episodes and not, instead of... Every 10 episodes, guys, it's going to be these two people I've never heard of and not our best friends, George and Ethan, on the podcast.
Not George and Ethan, it's going to be the Controllable Eagle and Ouija King. So, confirmed. It's going to be great.
James doesn't have 6 fingers, guys. For God's sakes, he has a really long thumb.
Yeah, so I just have a really long thumb and I'm holding the gun in the palm of my hand and wrapping my arm around one side of it. And my thumb's up it. That's what's going on. I'll take a picture. I'll get a gun and I'll do that in real life and I'll explain it. Because obviously that's how I look. Like, Harlan's got it accurate to real life.
Yeah. Exactly. Harlan listens to the podcast too, but he listens like later on iTunes and shit. So he's gonna, I guarantee you, he's gonna fix it. Like he's gonna be mad. We're gonna be like, we don't care. He's like, no, I care. He will be so mad.
I don't want him to fix it. I love it.
No, he will. When he realizes it, he'll be so upset. He will be so upset with himself because I know him. I know what he'll do. He'll be so fucking upset. He'll literally fix it. By the time, like, randomly, we'll just get fucking email and it'll be all the art redone properly with like. Yeah, 5 fingers. Fuck, it's funny.
I like it. It's a good meme.
Okay. What are we talking about? Oh, yeah, the easy messages.
Origins
anyway,
and shit.
But that's that. There's a storyline there.
It's interesting.
I hope you learned something.
Yeah, that was fucking good. I mean, do you wanna talk about the DLC that's coming, or? I mean.
Yeah, I mean, can we talk about how Abubakar is a fucking savage with that DLC.
Just fucking amazing. That was fantastic.
And also, like, are we allowed to say that, like, there's a reason you and I were going, no, there's not going to be a trailer? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I think we could say that. That's not.
Because it's already happened.
Because I didn't want to say it beforehand because I didn't want to take away his announcement.
Of course. I think that was the reason he said, "Don't tell anybody."
Yeah, exactly. And so, you know, I was just, you know, waiting. But yeah, everyone. So let me explain. So the other day, Abubakar on Twitter, on his personal Twitter, posted out saying this Sunday, like watch this tiny little space on the internet or something, and everyone lost their fucking shit, and they were like, "Oh, it's a fucking trailer." And I, like,
at no point did I think it was, by the way, even before everything.
Neither did I, because someone tagged me and they were like, "Is it a trailer?" And I had this message typed out that was like, just like me saying, "No, it's not, blah, 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 this is why." And I was like, I can't be bothered. So I deleted all and I just typed possibly. And I was just like, I'm just going to leave that. Like, I just don't care. It's obviously fucking not, but I just don't care.
Yeah, sure.
So there was that, and everyone was going fucking mental. Your Raptor makes a fucking video. Of course he does.
Of course he does. He made 7, but yeah, of course he does.
And yeah, talking about. So basically, we've got no. There's gonna be a trailer. It's confirmed. And that was that.
You're pretty good. Have you been working on that? Is that what you've been working on over your break? So when you're like, I haven't done anything on my break, I'm looking in the mirror, doing a fucking Jaw Raptor impression.
Yeah, and hating myself when I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what happened. And then, so he messaged me, not your Raptor, Abubakar, messaged me on Twitter out of nowhere at like fucking 1 o'clock in the morning. He was like, I was sitting there and I get a message from him and it just says, "Mate, you up?" And I'm like, what the fuck?
What? Yeah, mate, best friend.
I'm up. What's going on? And then so he's like telling me about how everyone's going mental about, you know, this, like, what he put out on Twitter, and he's like, everyone thinks it's a fucking trailer. What the fuck do I do? I don't want it to think it's a trailer. Like, is Ubisoft gonna be mad? And I'm just like, look, it's fine. Everyone's fucking stupid. Anyone that thinks you'd be announcing a trailer on your personal Twitter is a fucking idiot. That doesn't make any sense. Like, they wouldn't allow him to do that. That's fucking weird. But yeah, and so obviously I knew what it was, which was his fundraising and his giveaway, which he's doing for his birthday, and I knew that. But I obviously didn't want to say anything. So yeah, that's fucking what happened there, which was interesting.
And then everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's gonna be a thing tomorrow. Wait till tomorrow." And I'm sitting there like,
yeah,
no, it's not. You fucking
And I had
morons.
a fucking, like, on Twitter, someone was just like, "Oh my god, it's probably a thing," and I was like, nah, look, it's his birthday. It's probably something else. Because, I mean, it's obviously public knowledge it's his birthday. So I was like, look, it's his birthday, he's probably doing something special, you know, community related, without giving anything away, just being, you know, just trying not to get people hyped. Because I think that's what he was bothered about, is that people are going to be annoyed at him. So I was like, I'll just, you know, try to settle everyone. And then someone started arguing with me, like, no, you're just wrong. Your Raptor covered it. Like, it's probably a thing. Like, why would he be tweeting this otherwise? Don't be so stupid. And I'm like, oh, okay. Whatever, like, it doesn't fucking matter.
Whatever.
Just fucking
like,
wait.
Especially like, you know he's fucking wrong. Like, you know he's
I know, and I'm like, I don't
Jaw
fucking
Raptor
care.
covered it. That means it's a fact. I'm not sure if you've heard of this, James, but when Jaw Raptor does a video, it's fact.
Oh god, and
Not
yeah.
even Jaw Raptor thinks that, but you do, you fucking moron. Random Twitter person.
So fucking funny. And then obviously he puts his video out, and fucking amazingly opens it with the Hidden Ones trailer to fucking troll everyone. And then it flicks to him and he's like, "It's my birthday." It's fucking great. It's fucking great. I love him.
So funny, man. So fucking funny. Oh, what a savage. What an absolute savage.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's fucking great.
And also the fact that now he's going to be on the podcast next week.
Oh,
just
God.
makes it even sweeter. Like, because we wanted him on early this year. That was already our plan anyway. But he just messaged you and goes, "Yeah, I'll be on." And
Yeah, it was just out of nowhere. He was like, "Yeah, by the way,
"Yeah,
I'm coming on," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, great."
I felt like, because obviously when shit like this happens, you're like telling me about it, like, and I'm hearing about this. I thought there was some, like, because your message to me was just like, "Dude, shit has hit my DMs," and I'm like, "Oh my god, what's," like, I thought I went straight to horror, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like I went straight to, oh my god.
Of course you fucking did.
I was like, what
Why
have you
wouldn't
done
you?
now? Like, I was like, oh my god, I was terrified. I got anxiety. Like, I started getting anxiety
no.
and shit. I was like, oh no, no, no. And then you just didn't reply because I'm like, yeah, what's up? Like straight away. And you're like, you just didn't reply. You've seen it, didn't reply. I'm like, hey man, fucking answer me. You're like, hold up. And then you're telling me, and like I thought something fucking hard because Abubakar going, by the way, I'm coming on. I'm like, oh my god, is he like having a fight with Ubisoft? And his rebellion is like, I'm going on camping. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's like, shit is going crazy. And I'm like, no, it's just about a tweet about his birthday. Like craziness.
Yeah. He fucking lost it. It was so funny. I thought he was drunk. Like when he was messaging me, I was like, what the fuck? Like you're losing it. Oh, it was hilarious.
But we love Abubakar and excited to have him on. And I'm sure he understands the fact that you obviously told me because, you know, it's me. It's business partner / also the other person that's on the podcast.
Kind of had to tell you. I couldn't, you know.
You know what I mean? It's like a secret. You're like, Tyler, we're recording back-to-back weeks. Like, I can't tell you. I'm like, what? I'm not showing up and you're not telling me.
I kind of had to.
Yeah. So, but no, I've never been this excited to do a podcast because we talked about this as like, you know, with Victoria Atkin, it was an interview, and we're not going to do an interview with Abubakar.
Yeah.
I mean, there'll be a segment of like, obviously we've got questions for him. I want to pick his brain. I want to, you know, talk about the development of Origins and his thoughts on. I want to know because he's one of the few actors that have been in Assassin's Creed that have been fans of the games before. So I want to talk to him about that, obviously, and we have these questions for him. Then we want to get questions from all you guys, you fucking savages, but I'm going to, you know, as I do, make a list and pick through all the questions beforehand, so we're not going to be searching for them. Like, I'll pick questions and put them in for James and I to ask, and then we'll just do banter. Like, he's a guy that he wants to be around for the banter, he wants to be around for the podcast, he wants to hang out with us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's exciting, man.
Yeah, it's going to be fucking good. It's going to be fucking good. We can have a good time. We can get some good questions. Preferably don't tell us to ask him how big his tits are. I know you wanted that from Victoria. That was a very common question. We're not asking that with either of them.
I mean, I might ask you with a boo.
How big his tits are. He'll be like, what the fuck?
Nah, I think he'll
super fucking confused.
Yeah, just some banter. Just some banter.
Classic.
This is how I'm going to introduce the podcast. I'll be like, I'll interrupt you because you'll try to introduce him. I'll be like, ladies and gentlemen, this is my Bayek, Abubakar.
Oh yeah, we need to introduce it with "This is my Bayek." That'd be
just
good.
like, welcome to another video on my channel. Today we're going to be looking at "This is my Bayek." Hashtag "This is my Bayek."
Yeah, so this is my Bayek. This is my Bayek. He is here. Like this character that I've been playing with.
He's not yours.
This character I have in my game, who I've played with for hundreds of hours. I'm gonna get to talk to him. I need to get him to say things in his Bayek voice, like tons of things. Yeah. I feel like we should do because I mean like it's like the way that Luma did it with Roger Craig Smith. They all sort of did a bunch of shit and it was a laugh. It was fucking funny. Like the way that Roger it was put a spin on everything and just made it fucking hilarious. That was a great podcast.
Do you know what because I thought about that podcast as well. I was because when we were my brother Harlan and I were driving back down home from the coast, like a couple hour drive, and I was texting you about organizing times to do the podcast. And I was talking to Harlan about it, and I said, Harlan, when I started YouTube like 6 years ago, I used to watch Luma and Esco do these interviews, this podcast with Roger Craig Smith. He was their biggest, it was Ezio, the biggest assassin of Assassin's Creed of their era, of that YouTube phase. And they were the big YouTube guys. He was the big character. They got to do that sort of stuff. I'm like, this is the moment for us. I'm like, I wanted to be them. I'm like, no, I'm a new era. Like, you know what I mean? Like what we do is this new era of the Assassin's Creed community. And this is our moment. Because Bayek is our era's Ezio, you know what I mean? It's been a long time since we've had a character that's so loved and so amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
And we've got a voice actor that's so into it and wants to just be a part of the community, not just a part of like going to conventions and talking about it and promoting it, but like being like wanting to talk to us, play the games, and like I love that he live tweets while he was playing Origins and what his mum was saying and shit. Like that's fucking
Like,
awesome.
he loves it. He loves the whole experience of being in Assassin's Creed and, like, being part of the community. Like, I feel like it was the perfect game for him to be on as well, with a team, like a dev team that's also so fucking into it, like with Ashraf, who's like loving it. It's fucking great to see. That's one of the things that's great with it, with the fact that everyone's into it.
Jeez, I really hope it all follows through this week, because we're talking a lot about this podcast next week, and so something horribly goes wrong.
Yeah,
and then we don't.
It's like it's pretty much finalized. We just need to figure out the day we're gonna do it, and I'll text him this week and figure it out.
Monday. Can you message him and be like, okay,
tomorrow,
what time?
Yeah,
do that.
I'll figure it out. Because I'm
starting to get nervous because we've talked about it so much.
Don't worry, I got this. Your boy Laz has got this. Ben said to get him to read out the Patreon list. We should do that.
Oh my god!
In the Bayek voice.
God. Oh my god, that's a lot of names though, and he's gonna be so confused by Ballsack 47 and shit.
Oh yes, it's so fucking perfect though.
Oh my god!
I reckon he'd be down for that.
Incredible idea.
Yeah, let's do that. So,
but just for like that episode, we'll be like, hey, man, our patrons are gonna be fucking happy with that. We better do that. You've said that out loud.
Yeah, we better do that. Yeah, if you want that, if you want the potential of that, possibly, definitely, we're doing it. Patreon.com/ as always, $5 or more. Get your name read out by Abubakar Salim.
So we don't even know if that's gonna happen. We're
It's
like
happening.
Advertising, like, give us money so that happens for you. I hope we're gonna try. We can't, but disclaimer, we can't guarantee this happens, but we're gonna try.
We're gonna do our very, very best. It's 99% sure. I'm pretty sure. You know.
But I at least want him to give us, like, he can do the intro for Kill Connor Club. You know what I mean? Like, so that we can use from now on for Kill Connor Club, and you can play it. Even with live streams, just play that at the start.
It's the way that Luma did it with Roger Craig Smith. That was really nice. That was like...
This is our fucking turn now.
Yes, let's do it. We're fucking one-upping the Assassin's Den. No, I can't. Luma's going through a tough time. I feel bad, even like joking.
Oh, for
about
one-upping the Assassin's Den? No, it's just a joke. Luma's our buddy. We fucking love
Luma.
Shout out to Luma. Hope he's alright. We love you.
Yeah.
Oh man, now I feel bad. Thanks, James, for bringing it down.
Luma's the only one left of the old community. Like, I mean, who the fuck else is there?
Yeah. I mean, Esco's, but he's not doing content.
Yeah, I mean, that's left doing the same shit. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No one. Everyone's moved on.
Yeah.
It's us now.
I mean,
you know
me and George though, we're fucking off doing other stuff. Like, I'm barely even talking about Assassin's Creed anymore. It's gonna be you and Ethan.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Yeah. Well, I mean, my plan is one big, like, quality Assassin's Creed video a week, one big quality Horizon Zero Dawn video a week, and then I want to do every Saturday, like... And this is what I used to do for, like, 2016 was a good year for me. Whereas, like, every week I'd do a Tynamite plays in a random game, because I can't stream. I would instead just pick a game, do, like, a funtage in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try to do that once a week as well, just so I can play whatever I want. And then obviously the podcast, and then I'll do bonus videos or whatever. Burger Challenge is going to happen soon in February or March with Billy, the Team Tynamite Captain Robertson. One of my best mates back home, Joel, will do the Burger Challenge. I'm not sure when it will come out, but we'll at least do it in February, March, and then I'll edit it and shit. Plus Tynamite Shorts this year. I've got a couple ideas that I've been waiting to do for years that I want to finally get to do.
That'll be fucking good.
You know, that's... in terms of plans and goals and shit, like, that's a big one for me this year. Obviously, my main priority is this podcast because it's my favorite thing in the fucking world to do. When everything sucked in my life, and last year had its shit moments, I always had the Kill Connor Club and Clubhouse.
Kill Connor Club's good. It's
my main priority. And that's what I said to you. I'm like, you're like, when can you do the podcast, man? You didn't give me a time. I'm like, dude, doing this podcast with Abubakar is my number one life priority right now. Like, I don't care whether it's at 4 a.m. again, like the Victorian Atkins podcast, and I'm going to have a heart attack and I'm sweating bullets because I got 2 Red Bulls and I don't drink energy drinks ever, and I can see my heart pounding. Not feel it, not hear it, see it physically out of my chest. And I'm sweating, like real profusely sweating out of my face.
That's amazing.
And I've had like 2 sips. Like, I haven't even drunk the 2 Red Bulls. Like, I've had like 2 sips of it, and all of a sudden my body's like reacting badly.
Classic Tyler. It really is.
Yeah. Well, I'll do it. Whatever time it is, I'll pound coffee. I can do that. I can definitely do that.
Yeah, sure.
We started this podcast for me at 10 p.m. and I drank coffee. It was the first thing I did.
It'll likely be at a good time, the podcast, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I don't fucking care.
It's not going to be like Victoria. That was a fuck up.
Well, in terms of for him, well, I'm thinking of the times, though.
Are we fucking organising this on the podcast?
No, we're not. We're not now. No, this is patreon.com/as always. We don't do this on normal Google. Anyway.
KCC is good for cholesterol. Well,
yep.
I agree. Yeah, it is.
Okay, so, James, speaking of Abubakar and guests.
Yes.
This year, I'd like to get, obviously, every 10 episodes is 4 pillars, of course, 70, 80. Will 90 be this year? I don't think it will. I think we'll end with 80, 88 will be the last episode of the year.
Possibly,
if we go pretty much the same as the last couple of years. Anyway, episode 70 and 80 will be 4 pillars.
Yep.
But I want to get some guests we've never had on. Obviously, I want Brett on, and Nick when he's returned from being overseas. But other than that, I'm pretty I want to get some new guests now. So my question to you is, James, what are some dream guests for 2018 on the Kill Con?
God, I actually don't fucking know. Do you have anyone in mind?
I would like Roger Craig Smith still. I still want it.
Yeah.
I don't want it as much as I used to want it.
Yeah, me neither.
So much time has passed. We've done the podcast for so long, and I'm like, with or without him, I used to say, I'm like, if we got him on, I could die and retire from YouTube and be happy. But now I'm like, I mean, this podcast is successful, and I'd be, you know what I mean? If I died tomorrow, I'd be happy with what we've done on this podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'd like Darby is my dream developer, Darby or Ashraf. But the problem is with getting people at that level of development. What can you really ask him? We'll have to talk to Darby about Assassin's Creed. We can't talk about what he's been working on or anything. But I'd still love to get Darby on.
Yeah.
And I'd love to get Ashraf on just to talk to him about Origins of the development cycle of Origins. I'd love to just pick his brain about how they made that game.
Yeah, I'd love that too. And there's other things I'd love to ask people like that. It's with Ashraf, it'd be what other shit does he play? What inspiration, does he get? What kind of, what is his, did he play games when he was younger? What kind of shit did he do? I want to know about, loads more about him, rather than just, the simple sort of interview questions, how'd you get the ideas for Origins?
Yeah, sure.
And, same
but
with
even
Darby,
then, that's an interesting question, and, question I haven't heard anyone ask, you know what I mean? In the early development, what took place, what were your... kind of goals from the beginning of development and how did that change to the end and things like that. I'd love to just know that sort of stuff as well.
Yeah, I'd really love to have those guys.
Exactly. Yeah, same.
I wonder if, having Abubakar on, maybe that'll, make it more likely to get someone like Ashraf on. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, who the fuck gave Abu the go-ahead? I don't understand. I
don't think he needs the go-ahead now. The game's out. He's not under NDA or anything. He can do what he wants.
Does that mean he's no longer working with Ubisoft? Does that mean there's no Bayek sequel?
I don't think that's what it means, man.
Ooh.
Okay. Whatever. Here we go.
What's
we can't even ask
Lasers
about
on to?
Oh, it's a waste of time. As well, another dream guest.
But the issue is, right, he's still doing shit for the DLCs.
Of course, sure. Sure.
That's still a thing. The main reason, you said he wanted to come on, he's it'd be a good time because the DLC's coming out. He can hype it up. So.
Sure. Obviously, we'll talk to him about the DLC and stuff.
Yeah. I wonder when that's coming out as well.
I'd probably say last weekend, last week of January.
Yeah, I thought so as well. Probably a Tuesday
Thursday, Friday before the last weekend.
It'll be in a bit.
Get Harlan, my brother. I'd like to get him on for something maybe the Kingdom Hearts 3 spoiler cast or something with George. You know what I mean?
Oh, that'd be good.
That would be a special episode. That'd be a useful time to get someone like Harlan on.
That'd be good, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
He's a quiet guy. He won't talk that much. But if you ask him stuff, he'll go on rants and tangents. Actually, he can get pretty passionate. If he doesn't like Kingdom Hearts 3, he will rage.
Oh, no.
Like, hey, you get him and I talking about Halo 5, we'll lose our fucking shits. But no, like, I had another guess in my head. I'm trying to remember. There was Roger Smith, obviously, Damien, Ashraf. Oh, yes. Number one guest would be, I'd love to get Colin Moriarty on this podcast this year.
Yeah, I agree.
That would be the number one dream guest to have on this podcast at this point for me.
Oh, fucking amazing.
Just because I know it's possible to get him on. Like, he's done podcasts for patrons, with patrons. Like, real small, way smaller than our podcast. I've seen where they're just interviewing him about stuff. And I've had conversations with him. I've been able to talk to him and have conversations with Colin. So it's possible in my mind to get him on. It's possible. Is it likely? I don't think it's likely, but I think it's possible.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. And with his return to gaming as well, like, there's so much shit we could talk about as well. It'd be perfect. Games.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, I think with him as well, like, I don't know, like, he'd just be just the prime sort of guest. And I've talked to him since I had that Skype conversation with him. I talked to him just before Christmas, just to, like, kind of give him, like, a thank you again, because I finished uni, graduated, and all that sort of stuff, and had a quick chat. But, like, I think, it is possible. So I've tried to stay, but it's also like I've tried to stay in touch once in a while, send a message about something. Just so because it's, for me, from the first time I talked to him, I said, I want to get him on the podcast one day, but I want him to remember me, so I can't just, and then I don't talk to him for a year. Like, I wanted to send a message once in a while about something, make sure I'm commenting all the time on things, because I'm like, one day I want him to be like, oh yeah, I know that guy. Oh yeah, I remember that conversation I had with him. Yeah, I'll do your podcast. That's kind of in my head what I've.
That would be fucking outstanding.
That's my people manipulation strategy.
That'd be the podcast peak. If we got Colin on, that'd be fucking outstanding. Yeah.
How about Joe Rogan? Are you fucking kidding? You want to talk about impossible? You want to talk about never gonna happen? Joe Rogan. Unless we became super famous when his podcast,
literally never gonna happen. Like, no matter how big we got, it's just not a thing that would happen.
Unless we become best friends with Colin, and then somehow we get on Joe Rogan, but it'll never happen.
It'll never happen. Yeah, the only way that it's
10 years time would never happen anytime soon.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'll message him. Do you want to come and Kill Connor Club, Joe?
I'll get on DM. I'll DM Joe Rogan, one of the most famous people on the planet. Fuck
no,
off.
I'm not going to DM him. I'll send him a text. I've got his phone.
Well, do you want to get Ryan Reynolds on the podcast? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Fucking hell.
That's so funny. In terms of the Origins then, January content, we've got the hidden ones that comes out, like we were just talking about. So
we do have the hidden ones.
Honestly, I mostly want to talk about that anyway next week with Abubakar. But
yeah, true.
In general, I don't really like. There's not much we can say about it that we haven't already said, and then we've got some questions we can obviously ask Abubakar. But is there anything you're thinking about with the hidden ones that maybe we haven't talked about?
I don't know. I mean, we've fucking done it to death, actually, I think. Because I did say earlier, I was like, should we talk about DLC? And like, when I was saying it, I was like, we've done that a lot. So, I mean, we've talked about everything. Like, there's no more information, so there's nothing we can really say. I'm just wondering if they're gonna release a trailer or whether the DLC is just gonna drop. Like,
they'll release a launch trailer, like it'll be like tomorrow or this week or something.
I'd expect
it'll be revealed right before it. Yeah.
I was hoping, because I mean, they did this with Dead Kings. They did the fucking cinematic trailer, which was fucking awesome. They should do one of those.
Oh yeah, they did too. They did too.
So
yeah, I don't know.
Go for it.
Invite Jaw Raptor on. No. I'm good.
Just to upset him for 3 hours.
I bet he'd come on to. I bet he'd totally come on to.
Of course he fucking would. Yeah, he fucking would. I'd be like, "Your Raptor, come on the podcast." He'd be like, "Yes, I will. I'll be on and let's go." And then I'd be like, "All right."
Stop that. Can't do that. You can't do that to me. That's gonna make me laugh too much. Oh god. I usually don't like the shit talk about people. But you know what? I'm okay with this. Mainly because I don't like him either. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
New year, new me. #me too. Wait, what? Is that the wrong context? Is that the wrong context? Sorry, my bad. No, sorry, that was that was my bad. Like, I didn't mean. I said use just words. I didn't mean to say that. I apologize. I don't. It was a fucking joke.
Time's up.
Rogue's getting remastered.
Oh yeah.
Did you see Time's Up? Fuck
Time's
off.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, Rogue's getting remastered.
Yeah.
Yep. Are you gonna get it?
No.
Ask me if
Of
I'm gonna
course
get
I'm
it.
not. Tyler, are you gonna get the Rogue
No, I'm
remaster?
not gonna get it. Obviously.
Fair enough. Yeah, nah. Can't say I really want it.
Which will have it. I probably won't play it.
It's just not. It doesn't look like. I mean, the Ezio collection was a nice remaster, and it's the fucking Ezio collection. But the Rogue already is a fucking really mundane average game. So, I mean, and this remaster, it looks the same. Like, it's just grey and brown and dull and disgusting. Yeah, no, I'm not getting it. Like I said, the only way I'm going to cover it...
I bet you $100 you get it.
I won't. Fucking won't get it.
You won't get it?
I
Really?
can fucking confidently say I won't get it. Like, I know I said this with, like, a bunch of things where I'm like, oh, I probably won't get it, it's fucking shit, and then I'm just like, I'll buy it anyway. I'm not buying it. I don't want to fucking play Rogue. I have no desire to play Rogue. The only way, like I said, the only way I'm going to cover it is if they give it, okay, I'm saying 9 out of 10 in the, yeah.
I need to give it a round of applause. That was actually a really good modern day.
You've done
You
it
said
again,
that.
Ubisoft.
You said that.
that was really good. That was loads better than Unity. Wow, I was saying that Rogue was going to be shit and Unity was going to be great, but no, I got it completely wrong. Unity was really shit and Rogue was actually really fucking good.
You know what? I'm going to give that a clap. You said that. You said that.
That actually had a really good modern day. I love that quote.
You dickhole.
That actually had a really good modern day. Alright, James. But yeah, like I said, the only way I'm going to cover it is if Ubisoft give me a copy, which is already really unlikely. Thank fucking God.
I'll do a video on it but it'll be like why I don't care Altair.
Why it's fucking shit. But yeah, if they don't send me a copy, I won't even fucking talk about it. Other than like now, I'm talking about it. But there's no videos being made on that. As much as the kids love Rogue, like if I made some videos on Rogue, they'd be fucking all over that shit.
Jizzing it. Yeah, they'd be jizz in the pants.
I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. So, just not. But James, Rogue is the third best AC game. I'm sorry, guys. I had a lapse in judgment. It was a mistake. People make mistakes. My fucking list, I was talking about this yesterday, was every time I come back to this, it's fucking hilarious. Top was AC2, Revelations, Rogue, Brotherhood. Was my top 4.
You make me physically ill.
It's so embarrassing. Jesus. Classic. But yeah,
yeah, well, you know what, James? I'm done talking about the Rogue Remaster.
Really? There's no more you can say? Do you not want to...
Yeah, for people that didn't get to play it at all on the old gen consoles, and you want to play it, good for you. I hope you enjoy it. Other than that, nothing new. It's just Rogue.
It's just Rogue. It looks the fucking same.
On Xbox One and
They're using
PS4.
like the same promotional screenshots. It doesn't even look like they're new ones.
It's not a remaster. It is not a remaster.
Yeah, it's not.
It's just slightly better, the same way Black Flag was better on next-gen consoles, just in the slightest, most slight way possible.
I mean, the Black Flag looked a lot better. Like, I mean, not like when I say a lot better, I mean, it looked fucking crazy. I mean, like, there was a lot of various differences between Black Flag on 360 and Xbox One when you look at it.
Well, I think that'll be the same with this.
I think it's going to be that different. To me, it just looks like the fucking PC version. Like, kind of a bit better.
Maybe.
Better resolution.
Either way, it's the same game, man.
It's the most dull fucking game.
Okay, dude.
Not playing it.
Yep.
Anyway, moving on from the Rogue Remaster, what we got? What's going
on? Someone said something, and I actually brought something up. Speaking of something.
Oh.
But then we kept talking about this fucking Rogue
shit.
Remaster, and I really wanted to say it. I was saying 9 out of 10. Fucking, I don't know. You know, where is this AC1 remaster. That's what I really want.
No,
you know,
ever.
a Bloodlines for console, like proper full revamp.
Maybe that's what they're doing this year. Maybe that's why they're releasing Rogue at the beginning of the year, because later on they're going to announce, hey, look at this. Look at this AC1 remake, guys. Nah, I'm kidding. Not going to happen.
You know.
But it is interesting.
What do you think will be
actually.
the end of the year? Nothing?
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's interesting. Like, why have they released the Rogue Remaster in March and not at the end of the year, like they did with the Ezio collection? I suppose it's a bit different. Maybe they're going to do another remaster.
The Ezio collection. It's not Rogue. You know, Rogue's just Rogue. It's not going to sell dick. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot cheaper as well. I don't know what they're doing, because I don't know what games are coming out this year for Ubisoft. So I'm not fucking sure.
Watch Dogs 3, probably, but we talked about that already.
What's the end of the year, though? Let me have a little look here and just search Ubisoft games.
You do that. I'm going to piss real fast.
Alright, I'll look this up and go through them. Okay, we've got Far Cry 5. We've got Skull and Bones. Okay. Starlink, Anno, Transference. There's not many games that have been announced, so I don't know what to say, guys. But if anyone has any thoughts on Ubisoft games that they're going to release this year, The Crew 2, when does that fucking come out? That's not even on this list. When does Beyond Good and Evil 2 come out? Because that's a big game. Maybe that's their end-of-year game for 2018. Because I cannot see... Anyway, we've got Skull and Bones is the end of this year. We've got Anno 1800, which is the end of this year. You've got some more indie games. Assassin's Creed Rogue is in March. Far Cry is in February. The Crew is in March. Yeah, there's nothing else here. There's literally nothing else here. What? Yeah, so there's nothing for the end of the year. I don't know whether they're gonna come out with Watch Dogs 3. I mean, actually, to be fair, if they're gonna, that might be what they're doing. They might come out with Watch Dogs 3, because Watch Dogs 2 was, it was 2016, right? Was it? Wait, what the fuck? When did Watch Dogs 2 come out? Hold on. Yes. Okay. Yeah, so it was 2 years ago. So end of this year will be 2 years old. Okay. Well, maybe they'll do a Watch Dogs 3 then. I don't know. What does everyone think?
I'd say Watch Dogs 3.
Yeah, I reckon.
Do you like that? Do you like how I do that? I'm still that good.
Yeah. I appreciate it. I reckon Watch Dogs 3.
That was a hard piss.
Good.
Like powerful. You know what I mean? Sometimes they're like way more powerful than other ones.
Sure, I guess.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like one could like break skin if it made skin contact, like a pressure hose or something. Wait, what? Wait, what?
Yeah, they've so fucking
I totally threw you off there, didn't I?
They've got, so Rogue is March, The Crew is March, Far Cry is February. The end of the year though, they've got Skull and Bones is fall. So
I forgot about that existed.
That's the only end of the year game.
Yeah, they Watch Dogs 3. I'd imagine
Watch
that'll
Dogs
be there.
3 will be their E3 announcement.
You know, Watch Dogs 2 sold so poorly. I don't know if that'll be their thing anymore. You know what I mean? They thought after Watch Dogs 1, because it sold pretty well for like a first game. Well, not like Assassin's Creed sales, but like it was like good.
Mm-hmm.
That they would be able to do like a Watch Dogs 1 year, Assassin's Creed the next year. Good plan in theory, but Watch Dogs 2 was so poorly executed and done that it kind of shat on their plan so early. Like they didn't even really get a good crack at it.
Mm. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I hope they do, actually, to be fair. I hope we do see a Watch Dogs 3. And they get to make a dark, gritty game. I think that's what they do best. I think they needed to do Watch Dogs 1, but just go darker with it. I don't think it was dark enough. Like, I mean,
Watch Dogs fuck dark. It's sex trafficking.
But, yeah, but, like, not just, I mean, just, like, a bit more. Just, like, make it more violent. Make it more aggressive. Kill more people. Like, you know.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Make it like
more
It
vegans.
feels too polished. Watch Dogs 1, like in terms of the way the world looks and the way the characters look. They're too like tidy. I want it to be like an underground, like, you know, you're fucking getting your hands dirty. Like, come on, let's. You know, that's what Watch Dogs should be. Not this fucking Watch Dogs 2 bullshit with fucking rainbows and unicorns and bollocks. None of that. Fucking realistic hacking as well. Hacking doesn't make fucking troll faces appear. Fuck off with that shit. Don't want fucking memes. I want a serious, grounded story. I give you one more chance, Ubisoft. Come on, do it.
Yeah. Yeah, no SJW bullshit in it too.
They'll have Marcus Holloway go to London and be like, "Oh man, this shit's lit."
Oh no, don't.
Like that.
Don't do a black guy voice. Oh god.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is
Oh,
that
God.
Racist? 'Cause they don't
It is
actually
racist.
sound like that. It's
Because you're not allowed to
mocking
impersonate anyone. If they're not.
them.
Because impersonations mean you hate them as a race.
Yes. I mean, no. Maybe we'll play as Wrench and we'll go to London.
Yeah, fuck off.
It's definitely set in
ladies
London,
and gentlemen, for those who are listening to the Kill Connor Club podcast right now, please like the stream here on YouTube. That's just a reminder. Let's get past the 200 likes. Because I'm bored of this conversation about Watch Dogs 2.
Oh, God. Coolosity. Is that something they said in Watch Dogs 2? That's embarrassing.
Oh, God.
That's incredibly embarrassing.
I didn't even play. Like, I love Watch Dogs 1 so much. And God, Watch Dogs 2, I didn't even play it. It was that bad looking that I didn't even play it.
It's really bad. I have it. I bought it.
Yeah, that's sad, dude. Fucking sucks to be you.
Yeah, it does.
Logan Paul. Some shit. How about that? How about Logan Paul? Am I right?
Yes, now I can put Logan Paul in the title and get fucking views.
Dude, don't say Logan Paul. No,
Don't say Logan Paul. That's our new outro. Logan Paul.
Don't say Logan Paul. I can't wait to say my outro at the end of this.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. What about Logan Paul?
He videoed someone dead. He videoed a dead person and YouTube went crazy. How about that? How's that shit?
Oh,
am I right?
hell.
Hashtag am I right?
When you say it out loud, it just sort of... You realise how fucking stupid it was. Fucking idiot. What the fuck's wrong with that guy? Logan Paul is just a great guy, right? Yeah, he's a great man. I love him.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
a
Logan Pauler. Is that what they're called? No. The Low Gang. I'm a Low Gang.
Low Gang. Oh, the Low Gang. The Low Gang. See, I didn't realize Jake Paul had a dickhead brother. There was as much of a dickhead and a cunt as he is. But there is. There's another one. There's another piece of shit.
They're really bad.
Have you seen the video of him in Japan though?
Oh God,
like,
yes, I have.
Can we play this on the? Can we react to this? You want views? You want mad Jake Paul views?
Logan Paul reaction videos. Fuck yes, we're gonna get hundreds of thousands of views. Okay, where do we find it though?
I don't know. Logan Paul Japan.
Logan Paul being massively disrespectful in Japan. That's the one.
Sounds great. Sounds like the perfect video. Yeah.
Okay, let's just.
Yeah, it's literally the exact video I was thinking about.
Yep. All right, I've got it up.
Oh, I watched this and I retweeted it and quoted. I just said cunt.
Yeah,
stop.
He's a fucking cunt. Okay.
Oh shit! I thought before we watch this, we'll talk about. Obviously, everyone who hasn't heard, been living under a rock, Logan Paul went to a suicide forest to supposedly vlog ghost hauntingness of it, which is if you're a dickhead like he is, that sounds about right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you find a dead body that's hung himself, and he films it and wearing a stupid fucking Toy Story hat, and talking about how suicide is not a joke, and then uploads it to YouTube like a piece of fucking shit, like a moron. And then, he apologized and, I don't know him. It seemed pretty sincere apology in that video, but at the end of the day, you're still a stupid cunt.
Yeah.
And then I saw this video because I've never seen Logan Paul's videos before, ever. So then I saw what he does in these vlogs and I'm like, no, you are just a piece of shit. And you're ruining, I am scared to raise children in a world where they're watching people like this and think they're funny.
God. Yeah, that's fucking retarded. Like, there's one point in this video where he's like at some like temple that's like, you know, it's a religious place, and he's like swearing and throwing money around and shouting. He's a fucking dickhead. What's wrong with him? Like, I just don't know. And he's fucking as well. Just to point out, his dad has a YouTube channel as well that obviously, I mean, I'd assume Logan and Jake set up for him to be like, oh, because you're our dad, you can get like money and stuff because obviously people are going to subscribe to you. And he made a video being like, you know, I'm just happy Logan's got all this support, you know, to shut down those haters. And it's like, your son filmed a dead person. What is wrong with you?
But to be fair, like, it's his dad. You know, I don't, you know, my kid could kill a guy, and I'm still gonna back him up. You know what I mean? Like, it's your kid.
You don't make a video. Like, you can still be supportive of your son without making a video, essentially saying that everyone is just hating on him and they're all wrong. It's like, it's fair criticism. All right, let's watch this video. Are you fucking ready?
I don't think I'm ready, but let's do it anyway.
All right, do you want to count?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, play.
I just gotta be careful to not like disrespect the culture. Japan is all about the respect.
Like, he knows he's a dickhead though. That's the craziest part about it.
I know.
Look good.
Notice as the dumb Americans arrived.
Gotta be careful to not like disrespect the culture. Tokyo is a real life cartoon. It's gonna eat the GoPro. What did he do? No. You know how it is in Japan, they're all about the respect. So we're gonna be respectful. LoganPaul.com/shop. Look, they just got loaves of bread. I'll take the whole thing. What's the issue?
This one?
Like, he purposely wants to cause issues
I know.
with the people. They want to disrupt people.
It's fucking
because it's like good views and content. Like,
what is wrong with
I've
him?
never seen.
Excuse me, sir. The game seems to be malfunctioning. Mucho broken, though.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Macho broken.
Oh my god.
You know what? I gotta say, I laughed at this. Gotta be honest. I laughed at Toyota I Choose You. Gotta say, I laughed at that. I had a chuckle. Everything else is the worst, but I did chuckle.
Fucking hell. I actually hate this man.
He's the worst human being in the world. All his friends around him are pieces of shit too. He pulls his pants down
What
in the
is he
street.
doing?
People who are doing it differently. People who walk on the street instead of driving in cars. Hi, how are you? Okay, the road to Japan. Hello. Hi. Hey. How many what? How many subscribers? Are you subscribed?
Like, what the fuck is he doing?
Hello. Hi.
I'd love to talk to a psychologist and have them watch this and hear what they think about him. Like, they'd obviously they must think he's like.
Hey guys, you want some fish?
There's something fucking
He's like
wrong with him.
the biggest narcissist in existence. They're like, like, you get a psychologist and they'll be like, I've never seen anything like this in my life, and I'll be like, yeah, I get that, I believe that.
This fucking guy.
Honestly, bro, I'm done with these fish. Japan is all about the respect. Actually true. I know it's true, so I gotta take my chotch levels and bring them down. Japan, Tokyo specifically, thanks for putting up with your boy.
What a piece of work.
Fucking hate him. He's such a dickhead.
What a piece of work. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, he's a cunt. I mean, he's a cunt of a person. And, like, people that watch that, like, anyone that knows somebody, like, I saw someone in the chat said their 7-year-old cousin watches this shit. Like, you can't let them do that. Like, you gotta tell his fucking parents. Like, it's
So
fucked.
That's just like, and this is the person, like, he's got fucking, how many subscribers does he have? Like, he gets like fucking millions of views a video. Like, so many kids are looking up to this and being like, yeah, that's the right way to be. It's just so fucked. Why is this shit being, like, pushed? Like, that video where he goes into the suicide forest was on trending on YouTube for hours. And they didn't even take the video down. Logan had to delete it himself. What, like, I don't understand. Whereas, like, videos that people are making, like, on, you know, important topics are getting demonetized. Whereas YouTube is pushing stuff like that. I just don't know what's going on. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. It's another level, but YouTube reacted so poorly, and what did they wait, like 2 weeks to say something? Then they made like a Twitter thread randomly, like they were a person.
Yeah. That was a bit interesting. And they were like, we acted accordingly and shit. And it's like, did you though? Put the video on trending. Is that accordingly? When someone films a dead body, you put it on trending? That's accordingly. Okay, fair enough.
I mean, apparently it is.
Fucking YouTube.
Bizarre, man. Bizarre. I don't even know what to say to that. Like, I didn't, discovering Jake Paul last year through this podcast and you telling me about him was a revelation to me. Like, crazy what's out there on YouTube and how crazy and how big a narcissist some people are.
Mm-hmm.
And if I know he's got a brother who's just as bad as him.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to say Logan Paul's worse than his brother because Jake Paul would have done the exact same fucking thing.
Yeah, did you see when they went to Venice together and filmed it and they got on like a bridge and jumped in the fucking water?
Oh my god, no!
They like took all their clothes off and just jumped in the water, and there's obviously like I don't know whether they're police or what they are, but they came over and they're like, no, you can't do that. Like before they jumped in, and they're like, oh no, don't worry, we won't. And then the guy starts to walk away, and then he's like, look, we're just gonna do it anyway, like trying to like hype up the camera, and then they just dive in off of a bridge, and it's like, what are you doing? They're so fucking retarded.
Are they twins? Like, who's the older brother here?
No, Logan's older. I think he's like 3 years older.
Okay.
I think Logan's 23, and Jake is 20.
Oh, God. I would slap the shit out of those two little bitches.
Oh, God.
Fucking morons. Like... Oh, and in Venice to do that, to fucking like just disrespect that country and yeah, fuck them. And YouTube needs to sort their shit out, their priorities out.
Yeah, they gave Jake Paul a copyright strike the other day. Not a copyright strike, a community guidelines strike. So like striked his channel because he uploaded a video called "I Lost My Virginity," and the thumbnail was like fucking porn. Which was really fucking weird. So they striked him and he had to change it. But yeah, it's fucked. I just don't understand how they're still on the platform after breaking so many guidelines. But then again, people have broken guidelines before and haven't had anything happen to them. So I suppose if they suddenly do it now, it's like, well, now they're just being biased. So it's like, what the fuck do we do? Like, when do they start playing by their own fucking rules? I don't know.
Well, I feel like there's like anything like Twitter. There's these unspoken rules, right? There's a political undertone to it all, man.
Mm.
Like there's the rules, and then there's the rules. Like inside YouTube, it's like, well, fuck these, people that do these videos, and we want these people that get all the views and are morons. But that's okay as long as they're not against our agenda or opinions. That's okay. You know what I mean? Like every Ben Shapiro, Dave Rubin video is going to get fucking flagged and demonetized.
Oh, God,
you know what I mean?
all the time. Like Dave Rubin's always tweeting about that. So everything he fucking uploads gets demonetized. It's bullshit.
Yeah, like Blair White talking to Ben Shapiro, demonetized. I'm like, of course it was. You know what I mean? Like it's in what universe? In what universe is civil discussion and debate and talking between people against guidelines, but a dead body's cool?
Yeah.
Like,
so strange. Like, I like to think that when things get demonetized, because I get demonetized, I like to think that there's certain things that the bot they've got just hasn't figured out yet, and they're not manually going in and being like, oh, we don't agree, so we need to demonetize this. But, I mean...
They've set the bot up to demonetize certain things because they don't agree.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose in certain situations things could be considered bad, but you can't tell the context because it's a bot, but I don't know. I mean, only time will tell if the bot fucking figures it out and they sort this shit out, because everyone's getting demonetized. So...
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna try to monetize my channel again, I guess, because I don't have a job and everything. Like, I probably could do with that money that I didn't care about before, but now I'm like, what I could do with it. Speaking of that, there's a video, the one I talked about that just hit 100,000 views, the Who is Eve Truth episode, is flagged for like third party, like copyright, right?
Oh,
but
what for?
By someone who doesn't own it.
Oh, I just fucking dispute that shit.
Yeah, but like I've heard, like I'll show. Oh, hang on, I'll get it up because I did some reading on it. I'm like fucking freaked out to dispute it.
Oh, just do it. Trust me, it'll work. I have to do it all the time.
Because they like it's a visual thing, and they're just some random channel, and they have to say whether they can. You know what I mean? Like they have visual rights to it. I'm like, it's a fucking Ubisoft's content.
Yeah, they don't have visual rights to it. They won't be able to. Like, it's the same thing happened to me. They what they do, like, it's a bunch of fucking channels. What they do is they seek out, like, really high-viewed videos for, like, random things, and they'll just claim it. And because people are too scared to dispute it, they get money off of it. So, if you dispute it, it'll go away, because it's fair use and it's Ubisoft's content, so it's illegal for them to claim it. If they were to keep the claim on, you could take them to court. I mean, you probably wouldn't, but you could, because that's not legal. So, yeah, it happened to me before. It was like some random Spanish channel claimed a Batman video I did. And I was like, do I fucking dispute this or what? Like, I don't want to lose, like, a video or anything. Like, have something deleted, but it just worked. And it happens all the time. Like, I get claimed by random fucking companies that just don't own the shit. And once you dispute it, it'll go into, like, a dispute, and either they will release it right away, or it'll be released in 30 days because they won't touch it. Because they can't say that it's theirs. Because it's not.
Yeah, I sent you the screenshot of what it says, just so you can be like, yeah, because it's like base 79 Entertainment France.
Yes, I fucking got that as well. Fucking
yeah,
base.
I've heard about them because I googled them, and they're like, you know what I mean? Like they're like people that have done this before. So you just dispute it, and
yeah, you just file a dispute, and you say it's big. You say it's yours. You're like, I have the right to use this or something. You say it's the best thing to do is to choose this is fair use, and then say this is Ubisoft's content. It's under fair use guidelines. I'm allowed to use this. The channel that's claimed it doesn't own the content, and then you just dispute it and go through the process, and then it'll. It's
a big video, and I don't even care about me getting money. I just don't want them to be making money off it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just do that. It'll fuck off in a day or two, or 30 days, depending on if
content is public domain.
Yeah.
I have license or permission.
Choose the one.
I use to meet legal requirements for fair use and fair dealing under applicable copyright laws. Okay.
Yeah, do that.
I'm sure my video meets legal requirements. Yes. So if my channel disappears tomorrow, guys, you'll know why.
Oh god. And the thing is as well with these disputes, like even with times when I've tried to dispute it with something like Microsoft, nothing ever happens. They just keep it they like reinstate the claim, and it just stays there. So.
Yeah.
So, nothing bad can happen. Classic base 79. Fucking French cunts.
French cunts.
Fucking claiming videos. They do it all the fucking time.
So what I said, this what? Like, I can't say this. This, what are they doing? This fucking channel does not own it. But then I'm like, but I'm not talking about my channel. I'm talking about this.
Just say the claimant doesn't own the content.
That's the word
claiming.
I'm looking for. Look at that, claimant.
Claimant.
Spelled that wrong. There we go. Autocorrect. The claimant does not own this content. Exclamation mark. I have good faith and belief the claim as described above has been made in error, and that I have the rights necessary. Yes, I understand that my video will be viewable by the claimant, so they can review my dispute.
Yeah, they fucking better. They fucking better view the video. Be like, no, don't own this.
Type full name for signature and continue, and I filed the dispute.
There you go.
Hang on, submit dispute. It's gone again. If I can submit it. Yes, fucking. They're like. Asked me 7,000 times I want to dispute it.
Yeah, they do it a bunch of times to make sure.
Fuck these people.
That'll go well.
Can they just go, nah, we do own it? And they're like, no,
no, they can't. They won't do that. Well, I mean, they could do it, but they wouldn't risk it because it's illegal. They can't claim it if it's not theirs.
Well, I trust you. I'm trusting you here.
Yeah, don't worry. It'll be fine. This will be the one time that it doesn't work and your channel deletes. And everything fucks up. The only time it's ever happened.
Yeah, you know.
But yeah.
I don't know what I'd do if that happened, I'm trying to think. I'd probably just not ever come back. I'd be like, you know what? Fuck it. Whatever.
You just take over my channel, fucking Tynamite Vlogs. You just turn it into the Tynamite.
Well, I do technically legally own your channel.
Yeah, you do.
Via verbal contract.
Yeah.
I just have been nice enough to let you keep doing what you're doing until then when I decide that, you know what, I'm done with letting you do what you want.
Good.
It's fine.
Well, what else are we got to talk about? Do you want to talk about Fable?
Yeah, that's literally what I was going to say. Fable 4.
Great.
Is it possible, James?
It is possible. It seems so. I mean, all the information that we've been getting is pointing towards an E3 announcement, I think. I feel like this E3, I mean, with the leaks, right? So they've got leaks for, I believe, a game, a Perfect Dark game, which I don't give a shit about, but along with that, I believe we got Halo 6 and Fable 4 potential games in development or something. I don't remember exactly. But it looks to me, and I think it makes sense that, I mean, Microsoft's got the Xbox One X out now, and I think they're going to work on exclusives, and they want to compete with with Sony. So what they're probably going to spend this year doing is being like, look at all these fucking exclusives we've got. We've got Anthem for a start. We're going to give you a new Halo game for the Xbox One X. Fable 4, which will be their thing to compete with Horizon, their open world RPG.
Do you think Fable
game.
will be the Horizon?
I reckon so, because there's another thing that they did as well. Is they put out a thing, like a thing looking for, I don't know whether it was looking for studios or people to work on an all new open world action RPG. But recently they changed the statement, and it no longer says all new. But it still says the open world RPG action game sort of thing. So kind of makes you think, if it's no longer all new, is it a franchise they already have? Fable makes sense. With the leaks we've got, it all sort of adds up to me, and it'd be a really good game for them to compete with something like Horizon with. Like, I just think that makes sense. Obviously, Forza Horizon 4 will probably be announced as well, which will be another exclusive they'll have, and everyone loves Forza Horizon. Obviously, Halo, then we've got Fable, Anthem. So I reckon this year will be their year to go at exclusives, so it makes sense to me for...
Fuck, they need it, man. They
Fable.
fucking need it. It's interesting because the next gen dev kit's already out now to developers for next gen.
That's interesting.
From whispers around the web.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say whispers, I mean people have said it, like, in the know, that, dev kits are already out for next gen. And it won't be this year, but probably end of next year. We'll have new consoles.
That's interesting.
You know,
that
like,
is interesting.
I think I forget. It was Colin. He was talking about why this development cycle was so long, or the last like Xbox 360, PS3 was so long.
Yeah.
The only reason that went for 10 years was because of the global financial crisis. You know what I mean? Like, 6 years is more likely.
Sure.
So
it
like,
was 2013. Yeah, true. Yeah. I don't know. I mean. I feel like they've maybe got a bit more time in them. Like, I mean, they've just released the PS4 Pro. They've just released the Xbox One X. I don't feel like buying
another console. Yeah.
I feel like there's a good bit, like at least two more years in them. Like, you know. Yeah, it would make no sense because they just released the One X. It make no sense to just release another console again. So I reckon they've still got a good few years to go. But yeah. Anyway, in terms of Microsoft,
So 2 years.
It looks like, I reckon E3 will get a Fable announcement. I reckon we'll get a Halo announcement. And they'll really try to show they've got some good exclusives. Tone down all the fucking shit indie games, because that makes your conference look like shit. Just do what Sony does. Show all of your big games. Get everyone excited about Xbox. Otherwise, no one's going to fucking care.
Even if the games are so far away, Sony doesn't give a fuck. They're like, the game comes out in 5 years, but we're showing it now. Fuck you.
Because it's like, look, everyone still cares about Sony. Like, we've got God of War finally coming out this year. We've got Spider-Man. We've got, we've still got The Last of Us 2 to look forward to, eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
I mean, Sony are killing it, and Microsoft need to try and compete. So it makes sense to me that they would use something like Fable to try and compete, because people love Fable.
People do.
And it makes sense they would use that game to try and compete with this new market of open world RPG games. So
it's already got an established world and universal story, and you've got so much you can do with it. Just go back in time to like Fable 1 era in terms of like, you know, where there's
Definitely.
magic, there's heroes, and you can easily do a massive open world RPG with Albion.
Yeah, and it makes sense to
a
go
dream.
around because you're a hero. Like, you're one of the heroes. You could be part of the guild, and you go around helping people. That's why you have all of these side quests to do, because you're a hero.
Fable's
so
a
it
great
makes sense.
action RPG. Just make it like the new era style
Yeah.
of RPGs. It's where it's open world and massive.
Yeah,
and
just make it make it for the new generation. That's all you got to do. So
I miss Fable.
So
Fable
do
2 is
I.
still one of my favorite games of all time.
I fucking love Fable so much. All they really need is, I mean, they've got to nail the gameplay and update it to next gen, right? So it still feels Fable, but as well,
And still be funny, but not too funny.
they need
you know what I mean?
they need a good writer with it. That's what they need. They need someone that knows how to write Fable, and I want an interesting story. Like, I mean, Fable's stories have never been like elaborate. They've always been pretty simple. But I feel like that's part of their charm. It's like, you know, it's a hero defeats a villain. It's just a nice time. And I mean, they could take it anywhere, but I just hope it's a good game. Like, I hope they do it and it's good. And I hope Microsoft do step up exclusives. I'd love to see Halo 6 and see it be good.
Well, I mean, at least we know now that, you know, Halo 6, whenever it is just Master Chief, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, after what they've said, they're like, yeah, we know we fucked up. And I'm like, I just don't understand.
It doesn't how.
It's like this H&M shit that's been going on with the whole, you know, coolest monkey in the jungle shirt or whatever it is.
What do you think about that, actually? I'd like to get your opinion.
I mean, I think whoever did it's dumb. Like, I mean, like, this is the thing, and this is how I think about, like, the Halo 5. I know it's a completely different thing and no comparison. But I mean, in terms of, like, a terrible idea that somehow went through about 7,000 different departments of a major company, and everyone was like, yep, cool, put it out.
So you do think it's a terrible idea? Like,
Yeah.
you thought that was wrong?
No, I didn't think it was racist. I didn't think it was racist
Neither
at all.
did
And I don't think the people at H&M are racist either. I think they're stupid that they didn't think, though, that would happen. Because look, it did happen. You know what I mean? Like, I think you're an idiot if you put that out there and you were like, oh, no, this will work out. Like, of course this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, that's
They know what this day and age, everyone knows what this day and age is. Of course that's what was going to happen.
Yeah,
You're not
of course
going to make a
everyone's gonna get
point.
upset
You know
about it.
you know what I mean? So that's why I thought it was stupid how people taking the photos, people running the website, people doing the marketing plan, people distributing, the high-ups approved it and said, yeah, that's cool. You know what I mean? How did all these fucking people not go, people might take this the wrong way? You know what I mean? I think that's stupid. Obviously they would. Obviously they're not racist. Like, it just, you know, I don't think,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, when I first saw it, I was like, wait, why is that racist? And someone's like, because it says monkey. I'm like, well, I guess that's racist if you think black people are monkeys, but I don't. So, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, I didn't even
It's like, it's not fucking racist. People call kids monkeys all the time. Like, it's
it's racist if you think black people are monkeys, which I don't. So I don't think it's racist. But I can understand why. Like, and I'm not mad at, like, if a black person's upset about it. I'm more upset with, like, a bunch of white people that it would get upset about it. You know what I mean?
Which
That'd be
was
like, that's
probably what
racist. I'm like,
happened.
how's that? What do you, yeah. Well, that's usually what happens. Like, if a black person's like, you know, that's a bit weird. Like, I don't feel comfortable being called a monkey. I'm like, cool, well, okay, fair
don't
enough.
wear it then. It's not a specific black person clothing though, is it? Like, it's just for any kids that wanted to wear it.
They got a real super
Yeah.
black kid. You know what I mean? Like, they're
I
just
mean,
like,
they
yeah.
did, but I don't know. Obviously, their intent wasn't to be racist.
Isn't the other, you know, it'd be super racist if, like, I don't know, the white kid's name is like King of the Jungle, and it's like, wait, what? You know what I mean? Like, like a lion or something.
When you're black,
it's like-
you can be the best monkey. When you're white, you can be the king of the jungle.
Yeah, then I'm
That'd
like,
be
yeah, fair
yeah.
enough.
That's
Racist,
you
that's
definitely
pretty
shouldn't have
racist.
put those together or in that way at all.
Yeah, that's pretty racist. Yeah. But anyway, Halo 5 to me is like that. How did a bunch of departments go, this is a great story and narrative, let's put this out to the public?
Yeah, I don't
And I've
know.
said times, I don't know, James. I don't know why they thought it was a good idea. It makes no fucking sense.
Racial diversity. That's why. Maybe that is why. Do you reckon if Locke was a white character, everyone would have said, nah, this is a bad idea? Because he's black, everyone was too scared to be like, no, because they'd be called out for being racist. Is it because Locke's black you don't like it? Maybe that's why.
I mean, no, I mean, God, I hope not. I'm no, yeah, I didn't even want to think about that, to be honest.
I mean, look, in the year we live in.
I mean, yeah, it's 2018, right? Where you can't say anything.
Exactly.
Can't say black. You can't even say black. It's racist. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
how dare you? It's POC.
POC, person of color.
Lock
Can't
is
say
a
retard
POC.
Yeah, can't say retard.
Yeah,
But,
that's offensive. I'm upset.
That's alright. I'm still gonna say retard. I'll tell you. Oh, speaking of can't say things. Tom Segura, one of the best comedians in the world's latest special just came out on Netflix. Fucking hilarious. Fucking hilarious. He talks about this exact thing. Like, used to be able to say midgets. No, it's not. No, now it's. Oh, today I saw a small person. Wait, what? Like a kid? No, like under 4'11" with the hands. I'm like, yeah, that's great. Like, go watch on Netflix. Fucking brilliant special. I don't do it justice. It's amazing. One of my favorite fucking comedians. Such a good special.
That's a good time.
Okay. Well, someone's dropping. Yeah. Certain things in there. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. It's all good. Again, people listening right now, like the stream if you haven't already. Let's get to past that 200.
You know, I thought I fucking blacklisted that.
Yeah. You might have done it with the A on the end.
No. And you know what I did? I also put a load of Last Jedi things in the blocked words for a while because I didn't want anyone to spoil on 24-hour stream. I must have deleted all my blocked words. Yeah, I did. Because I got rid of the... Oh, yeah. I should put it back in. Alright. What else we got to talk about?
Are we done talking about Fable?
I mean, what else do you want to talk about, Fable?
Do we know who's developing?
We don't, but it looks like it might be Playground Games, which is the studio that's developed Forza Horizon. Which on the surface, I was like, that's fucking weird. But then I thought Horizon Zero Dawn.
You're about to make the Horizon Zero Dawn Killzone to Horizon comparison.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the same though, but maybe.
I mean, go from a pretty standard FPS to Horizon. Go from a racing game to Fable. You could do it. I don't know. I think it'd be alright. George said read the chat in between topics. Alright, we will. You were saying?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it might work. I don't know. It's just having a new fresh eyes to it.
I hope so. Really, it's all about the writing. You've got to get a good writer in that can do it. Because that's really where all of the Fable comes from. Everything else is just, make a good game. So, I fucking hope we get some
You pretty much got to start new. Like, it's not going to be any story connected to what's happened in the past. Because it's been 8 years since Fable 3. So you've just got to kind of just completely start anew, just using Albion the world and like the lore that exists in terms of like magic and shit like that. Other than that, it's just got to be
true. Like
completely new.
In terms of that, do you think then it'll be called Fable 4 or it'll be called something else?
I would call it Fable 4 if it was me. That's what I would
as
do.
Well. But maybe they're going to go with something else. Maybe they'll call it The Fable.
Fable Legends.
A Fable. Or something stupid like that.
The Fable would be better, but no, I'd rather Fable 4.
I would as well, but...
Fable subtitle wouldn't be bad, but then if you want to do sequels and more to it...
But it could be a new era of Fable where they do Fable something, and then whatever that subtitle is, like that 2, 3.
Well, that worked out great with Mass Effect Andromeda, so...
Oh no! Mass Effect Andromeda! Look, I still like that game. No matter how much people hate it, I really like it.
I played an hour and was like, oh, this is going... No, there's too much. There's too much going on. There's way too much going on.
I do agree there's too much. I do agree that actually. That's too many quests. Simply too many fucking quests.
Too many game functions. I'm like, wait, you can mine now? But like, how do you mine? Why is this thing flying from space?
You can always fucking mine. You do
I know,
but
like, but It's not the same, but it's a lot easier and, you know...
You just
Mass
do
Effect.
it, but you just press a button on the fucking D-pad.
Yeah, but there's too much going on the screen, man. Like, there's too much. There's too... Like,
You're
I'm
like
serious.
an old man. You're like, I can't deal with all this HUD. It's too much.
I'm serious, though. There's too much hard. There's too much happening.
I mean, there is a lot of
like,
shit. I mean, my main problem was with the amount of quests. Like, it updates your quest log like every fucking minute, and you're just getting more shit. Every time you go back to the ship, it's like, go to your emails, and you have like 20. And there's a lot of crap.
But none of it's like well polished. Like, it's just like, here's this mining thing that's kind of there. It's okay. I'll use this scanner that'll randomly have to be used for questing because we don't feel like just giving you where the quest objective is to keep you going through the flow. Oh, here's this hacking mini game that's terrible way too time consuming. Like, it's just too much of everything. Like, nothing's simplified. Everything's the most complex way they could have possibly done it. And there's too much of it.
Yeah, it's a bit all over the place.
It's not a good game.
I think it's a good game. I enjoyed it. I played it for fucking ages.
The story's shit.
Nah, the story's fun.
Just find planets. No, that's not good enough for me, bro.
I had a good time with it, to be honest. I thought it was a really good game.
Think Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. Think the original trilogy.
I mean, yeah, they're fucking great. Like, Mass Effect 2 was... Oh, Mass Effect 2. It's so good. Yeah,
I still stand by Mass Effect. I stand by all three of those games. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Yeah.
I wanted different endings. I don't give a fuck what you wanted. You got that and it was fucking sick, and you'll suck my balls if you don't like it.
Oh, Ethan just said he just ordered Horizon Zero Dawn, and it'll arrive tomorrow because he just got his PS4. Oh shit!
That's
You're gonna love
sick.
it.
It's amazing. Harlan finished. I gave Harlan Uncharted 1, 2, 3, 4, and Horizon Zero Dawn for Christmas. He's finished Uncharted 1 and 2, and he started 3.
Yeah.
And he finished Horizon Zero Dawn in 2 days.
Jesus Christ! How?
He did not stop playing, and I got mad at him because I'm like, you're playing it wrong. Because he hadn't done all the tall necks. He's done like 2 tall necks, but he's almost at the end of the game. I'm like, you're not unlocking the map. He's like, nah, just into the story. I'm like, hey, he hadn't done a cauldron yet or anything. I'm like,
oh my God,
you're playing it wrong. You're playing it wrong. Harlan.
Why don't you? Why doesn't he want to get involved? There's so much.
He's like, nah, I just want to know what's happening in the story, man.
How's he not interested? The world, though. There's so much.
Shut your dumb fucking mouth. do the cauldrons. Do the world. Do the camps. Level up. Do some side quests. Fucking experience the world, you silly little goose. You goose fuck.
Oh, that upsets me. I don't like it.
Yeah, really. I walked in and saw his map open. I'm like, oh, I feel sick.
That's bad.
But he didn't, before he finished the campaign, he'd done all the cauldrons and tall necks, but he still hadn't done quite enough as that I'd like, but he'd done some.
Fair enough.
But it was still upsetting. But he played it, he loved it, he thought it was fucking amazing.
Well, that's good.
He sold it, but he hated Uncharted 1. Well, he didn't hate it, but he was like, nah. Super annoying to play. But he loved Uncharted 2, which was like, good. And I don't know where he's at with 3 yet. But, you know, I'm just like, when you get to Uncharted 4, you're going to shit yourself. That's all I know.
That's a good time.
The old Hillsberg.
Classic. Bloody Amir asked if you're excited for Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, speaking of, what's your top 5? Top 5 most anticipated games of 2018.
Oh. Lots of things.
Great, like
such as number 5. These are in no particular order, by the way. Obviously, we've got Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2. Looking great. I'm looking forward to it. Excited for it. I mean, there's not to be fair. I haven't got much hype behind that game, and I know when it comes out, I'll be fucking excited and I'll love it.
Yes, same.
But right now, I'm like, I just don't care. I'm sure it'll be fucking amazing, but yeah, I don't care, I'll tell you. But yeah, I mean, I know it'll be good, and it's like one of my most anticipated games. Next up on my list, we've got fucking Spider-Man PS4. That's something I'm really, really looking forward to seeing, playing, and having a good time with. We've obviously got things like, I mean, it depends whether we get Fable as well. Like, I mean, I mean,
we're not going to get Fable this year, bro. What are you talking about?
What if they're going to announce it? I feel like they try and compete this year. They'd be like, "Look, we've been developing this for ages," announced
reckon?
released.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I think so.
when did Lionhead shut down? Not that long ago. I don't think they'd given a game to another studio.
It was long enough ago. Like fucking, it's 2014, 2015.
Okay.
Like, I think because they've been developing shit like fucking. I'd reckon they started developing it when they closed down Fable Legends. I think.
Okay.
Because that'll make sense. Anyways, what else we got? Fucking, I don't know, bunch of other shit. I don't care about anything else. Fucking Kingdom Hearts 3 is what I'm trying to get to here. Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 3 fucking is this year, and I'm so fucking ready.
Yep. Well, my 5 is, of course, Kingdom Hearts 3 is the number 1, and then 2 is Red Dead Redemption 2. They're the top 2, obviously, that I'm most excited about. And I'm not really hyped for either of them in terms of, like, right now I'm just thinking, like, can't wait. Like, I can wait, but they're going to be the best games, like, of the year. Anthem, very intrigued by Anthem.
Really? Okay.
From BioWare. Yeah, I think it looks really fun.
Okay.
I think it looks really fun. You know what? I'm interested in God of War. I've never played any of the God of War games, but it's kind of like a fresh start. So I'm interested in God of War. And this will annoy everybody of what I'm about to say. My 5th one, but I fucking love these games. And I can't wait. And it comes out first week of February. EA Sports UFC 3. Oh, boy. By golly gosh, I'm fucking excited for that.
Wow, out of every game. Fair enough.
I don't think I understand how much I play these games when they come out.
Fair enough, gamer.
Don't call me. Okay, don't, gamer.
Ancient gamer.
And we'll see you later, gamer.
Yeah, we're not saying vintage this year. We're saying ancient. Ancient gamer. Epic ancient gamer. Oh, that's ancient, that is. I'm making it a thing. It'll happen. Give me a week.
No, vintage.
Look, vintage sounded ridiculous at first.
No, it didn't. It sounded awesome the whole time.
Vintage. Classic, vintage, ancient. Ancient. Ah, it's ancient. Oh, don't worry. It's going to become a fucking annoying habit. UFC, you were talking about the game?
UFC 3, I'm so fucking excited, man. I can't.
So do they release one every year? Or...
No, this is what I love about the UFC games. They do it every 2 years. All sports games should do that. Because 1 year is not enough time. The graphics are pretty much not updated at all. All that really updates is like the roster. Like these fucking NFL games, FIFA, everything like that, NBA. Like there's no reason. When I used to play the NBA games, I used to get them every second year because I'm like, there's no reason to get them every year. They're not different enough. Yeah. Every 2 years, there's enough. I like what they do. Every 2 years, the last one came out in 2016 in March, and now February 2018, this one's coming out. It looks different enough. One, the roster's updated, but they've had enough time to update like properly career modes, graphics look like the comparisons look really different. You know, like the game looks way better. So, and there's way more added to it. The gameplay's improved. Like that's what I want to see. You know what I mean? Like I think UFC, the EA UFC games are doing it right. So every 2 years, I think all these games should do that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But the problem is they release them and title them with the year. You know what I mean? Like NBA 2K18, whereas like UFC is just like UFC 3.
Yeah, how do they change that now? They wouldn't be able to. FIFA 1, FIFA 2.
Yeah,
no, just doesn't have the same ring to it.
Yeah. Isn't UFC 3 the one with the microtransaction scandal recently? Yeah, but that's if you play the shitty online to it, which I don't. Like Ultimate Team. It's like create fighters and a team of rosters and use these cards to give them moves. I'm like, yeah, that sounds horrible. I'm not going to play that. I just like playing the career mode and just literally I'll just jump on sometimes when I'm listening to podcasts and I'll play for hours and hours and hours on end, just randomly doing random fights and just fight. Because it's just fun to play beating people the fuck up in UFC. That's all I want to play it for. I don't want to play like all these online cool features and building up your rostered team. I don't care about that. I literally just want to fight. That's it.
Fair enough.
Mindlessly.
Fair enough.
That's why I love
this gamer.
Don't say ancient gamer. It's a stupid thing to say.
Classic.
Yeah, but the game looks awesome, and I'm fucking excited. Plus, when I do the career modes, like I won't stop playing the game until I've done a career mode in every weight class. And there's like 11 weight classes, so I'll do like career mode 11 times, and there's very little differences. But it's because like in every weight class, there's different people to fight, and I'm like, oh, I want to fight Demetrius Johnson, so I'll do a flyweight career mode. Oh, I want to fight Conor McGregor, I'll do a lightweight career mode. Oh, I want to fight John Jones, I'll do a light heavyweight career mode. You know what I mean? Like.
Mm-hmm.
But in the last one, they let you kind of jump weight classes throughout your stories, but you could only obviously jump like a weight class that would realistically be at your size. So you could jump like one weight class. So it did I didn't have to do like 11 career modes. I did like 5 or 6 or something. But, you know, I still spent a shitload of time playing.
All right.
George goes, Tyler, do you want to anciently fight gaming? I can't deal with you.
One day there will be something called ancient gaming. Yeah, like in 1,000 years, and they're like, oh, in the ancient gaming times, when they did some ancient gaming on the SNES. Yeah, in 2,000 years, they'll be like, remember back at the Xbox One? Obviously no one does because everyone's dead. But look, kids, back 2,000 years ago, this was an ancient Xbox One. We've got one here. For you to touch. Don't touch it too hard, though. It'll disintegrate. Ancient gamer.
Fucking stupid. Do you consider AC Bloodlines canon? Well, it doesn't really matter whether I consider it canon. It is canon, so it doesn't really matter what I consider.
Of course it's canon. What do you mean, do I consider it canon? It's a fucking canon game. Someone said, do you consider AC Rebellion canon? No, I fucking don't. Of course it's not fucking canon.
What's that?
It's a mobile game where you can play as a bunch of different assassins from different periods of time and shit. I don't know if I can know.
I remember before AC2 came out, there was like Assassin's Creed, the app on like the iPad, and you played as Altair and shit. That was the whole game.
What? What was that?
Yeah. I don't know. I forget it.
I played Chronicles.
Yeah, it might have been. That might have been it.
I like that game. I played that on my Xperia Play, which was a phone that had an epic ancient gaming pad on it.
No, don't say epic ancient gaming pad. Don't say
And I got to do some epic gaming on the go. I'd whip out my Xperia Play. I'd be like, hey, guys, look at this. Do you want to play some games? They'd be like, I don't like phone games. And I'm like, oh, mate, epic gaming pad.
Epic gaming pad.
Yeah, but I want to play some FIFA because I've got it here. And only I can play. It's like the Switch, but not that good.
You suck. you know what? You just suck. I don't even have the energy or the time to describe why you suck. You just suck.
Well, yeah, I got some. Yeah, I have Minecraft Pocket Edition on my Xperia Play as well.
Of course you did.
Minecraft Pocket
You were
Edition,
so lame,
FIFA,
and it wasn't even that long ago.
Altair's Chronicles. No, it was like
at least when I was like
ago.
lame, I could say it was like 15 years ago. With you, it's like now it was like this year. You know what I mean?
No, it was 6
year for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Oh, really?
Ago.
How's the Minecraft stream 2 days ago?
Ah, yeah, that's different though. That's some epic gaming. You just don't understand the grind.
You suck. Like, that's what.
You're just not epic enough. That's what it is.
You're not epic enough. You were sucking on your mum's tit, and I was playing Kingdom Hearts when I was a kid, and you were doing fuck all. It wasn't until I bequeathed you with the concept of playing Kingdom Hearts. I gave it to you. It was a gift from a god like me, and I was like, here you go. Here you go, little Welford brothers. Here you go. Here's your idea. And they're like, oh, I'm epic gamer because I do critical. I'm epic ancient. Oh, memes.
Yeah, and you can't fucking play critical because you're shit, and you struggle to do normal on 0.2.
Fuck off. That's not even true.
Oh, yeah, I agree, James. That boss was pretty hard, but I only played on normal.
I've played it on critical, you slut.
Yeah. If you fucking done Kingdom Hearts 1 on critical? No, you haven't.
I did on X-Ray when I was fucking 7.
Yeah,
you little bitch. What were you doing when I was 7? You were still sucking on your mum's tit. You were still doing nothing. Okay, you were fucking picking your nose, putting your finger up, putting your big thumb up your ass. You fucking
my massive thumb. Oh god.
Oh, Waffle
Wait.
Brothers, little memes. Epic
To be
Gamer.
fair, we haven't even done.
And an ancient gaming.
We haven't even done
Fuck you.
level 1 critical on KH2. We got to fucking Timeless River and gave up because it's too fucking hard. It's bullshit. One day we'll do it. This year we'll replay all the Kingdom Hearts games again and make an annual Horsey and Fox thing where we want to kill ourselves. We play them too much.
Not even an epic gamer.
James's bulging ancient thumb. Nah, it's not bulging, it's just really long. Look at it on the fucking art. Look at that thing. Oh, George wasn't here. I've got 6 fingers on the art.
No, you don't. You have 5 fingers. You just have a big.
Yeah, we've figured out that I have 5 fingers around the handle of the gun, and I have my thumb is going up it, and I'm just holding it like a fucking retard. That's what's going on there.
I'd laugh really hard if Harlan fixed it, but he just made the thumb longer. Like, that's all he did. He's like, fuck.
Oh god.
But
Jesus.
yeah, but seriously, you suck.
Bloody
Hey,
hell.
get to a fucking Minecraft stream, bro.
Epic Minecraft. Tonight returns the daily Minecraft streams. The grind is back with LazerzRhymes and the boys. It's episode 6 for Black Flag. Minecraft.
With LazerzRhymes and the boys.
Yeah, Minecraft with the boys. Episode 6 for Black Flag is the next stream. I'm fucking excited. I've been naming them really weird. And that's really what I'm happiest about, to be honest.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What do you even do on them though?
Play Minecraft.
Oh yeah,
Minecraft.
okay. I didn't realize that.
No, okay.
Don't then say, oh yeah, play Minecraft, and then like you started saying epic. Don't.
Oh god. Okay. To be serious, actually, with the Minecraft streams, everyone was playing.
Be serious about the Minecraft
I'm being serious.
streams.
Everyone was playing, and so I was like, I'm gonna come on then. Fuck it. Everyone's playing on Discord. I'll fucking join you for a laugh. And I came on, and I actually had a fucking good time. And then George came on as a laugh, and he had a fucking good time as well. Because for some reason, it's really fucking fun. So there. That's my explanation.
So episode 4 you called Rogue One, and then you made episode 4, and you called episode 4 A New Hope.
3, yeah, I did, yeah. Rogue One.
Yeah, you.
Then episode 4. Then I did Order of the Phoenix.
That means Epic Ancient Gamer.
And then we're gonna do 6 Black Flag, because Black Flag is the 6th Assassin's Creed game.
Straying at the Wench. I love that
channel's
video.
Great. Bloody, I love LazerzRhymes.
George throwing up in the background.
Oh, it's so good. I fucking love it. Oh,
Rough housing with the kids. Oh, the old joke. War is looking for you. If it finds me, I'll bring the lads.
I love that. It's fucking great. God, I have some great content.
If it finds me, I'll bring the lads. Can you hear me? I haven't even looked through this channel, LazerzRhymes.
So much good
What do you
shit.
have BPR video?
What is it? What is it called?
It's called BPR video.
Oh, is it just a trailer?
Yeah, it is just a trailer. It's just the AC3 trailer.
Yeah.
The AC3 story trailer, and you uploaded it mid last year.
Yeah. Because it's a BPR
What?
video.
Just re-uploading.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. There's nothing left on the list, by the way. Like,
Oh.
that's it. We've gone through the list. Like,
Fucking
there's a
hell.
lot on that list. We've just kind of gone through it all a lot quicker than I expected to go through it all, to be honest. So, you know what? And then, you know what? This is also something I want this year. Obviously, I want to plan as best I can to make the podcast 3 hours. But if it's not 3 hours, it's not 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Normally we do
if we
it,
make-
but-
If we force ourselves to make 3 hours, though, we're going to get burnt out like we did at the end of last year. We just do it as long as we feel like doing it. You know what I mean?
True.
3 hours is the most. That's when we stop. 3 hours, like, okay, we've done 3 hours, we stop.
That's true. That is true. So, to wrap up, I guess, what is everyone in the chat saying? Is there anything anyone wants to ask us or talk about just before we, wind down after talking about swag? Or
oh, there it is. There it is. That's a throwback meme. That's an ancient gamer meme.
It is, isn't it? That's an ancient meme. What an ancient meme. James, buy Tyler Minecraft and get him on tonight. Come on, Minecraft.
I'm yawning right now. As soon as this podcast is over, I'm going to sleep. I've been sick all weekend.
Wake up really early and play Minecraft with us when we're all on.
Nah, I'm good. Nah, that sounds fucking horrible. Like, it's not even been 3 hours. Hey, George, fuck you. It's not your podcast.
Oi, it's been 2 hours, 40 minutes. We've still got some time. We'll chat with what's going on in the chat. What's going on?
I'll play Minecraft with us. No, fuck you. Does Kingdom Hearts Stream Drop Distance suck? No, it doesn't. It's a great game. It's not the best one, but it's a great game. It doesn't. Fuck you.
Nah, I'm kidding.
You know what?
Fine.
I'm in the mood to get mad today. Fuck everybody. No, I'm just joking. Not really. I'm just tired.
Classic.
And sick. My whole face hurts.
Oh, that's depressing. Have you heard about the potential Black Widow movie? I did hear that there was a potential. It'd be interesting. They always do good shit with the MCU, so... Sure.
Oh, my channel's been taken down. No, I'm just joking.
Oh, my channel's been taken down.
There it is. Oh, there it is.
Oh, God.
And as well, in the next couple of days, you'll need to make a video to get fan questions.
Oh, yeah,
for Abubakar Salim.
I'll do that.
Right.
No asking about his tits, guys. No, I've said that. Everyone's going to fucking do that. And it's going to be like, haha, funny meme.
Why'd you say that?
200 people asking about his tits. At least it'll be easier to narrow down the actual fucking questions. Also, what about the Black Panther boycott? Oh, yeah, because everyone's saying that Stan Lee sexually assaulted someone or something. So... Oh,
really?
Did you see that? It was
Stan
trending.
Lee's 99 years old. Of course he sexually assaulted someone. Get over it.
Of course he did! It's like something came out, like when he was way younger, apparently he did something wrong. I don't know. But it's like... Stop.
I don't get... Hey, honestly... this is a bad thing to say, and I know it's a bad thing to say. Don't care.
But we don't even know what he did. Like, it might not have been anything.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Don't care.
I don't fucking give a shit. And everyone's, like, trying to boycott Black Panther now. So everyone's like, oh, let's boycott Black Panther because Stan Lee's a rapist or something. And then fucking... then everyone's getting triggered at the triggered people by saying, you're only trying to boycott it because they're black. So are you going to boycott Infinity War as well? It's so much infighting. It's hilarious. Everyone's getting mad at each other.
It's like, well, yeah, I mean, it's stupid because, I mean, boycotting Black Panther has really nothing to do, no consequence to Stan Lee anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's already been paid regardless. Yeah, the box office means nothing to Stan Lee. But also, you know, this is a serious point. There's a point where you're so famous and you've done so much for the world, it doesn't matter what the fuck you did, you're still remembered fondly.
Mm-hmm.
When Beat It comes on the radio, you don't give a fuck about those kids that Michael Jackson molested. I'm just saying, no one gives a fuck. I don't. I'm like, fucking, yeah, Beat It. I'm singing along. I don't give a fuck. And we found out that Bill Cosby, sorry, mate, not famous enough. You're done. You're done. You didn't do enough. Stan Lee, we'll soon find out.
Oh, God, I'm reading an article about this. This is fucking actually kind of weird if it's true.
What is it?
So it says, okay, well,
This is all a joke, by the way. No one be serious when I'm like, I don't care if Stanley sexually assaulted someone. It's a fucking joke. But anyway.
So it's, I mean, it's coming from the Daily Mail. So, I mean, that's already, the Daily Mail.
Sure.
And it says, the first set of accusations came from former nurses of the 95-year-old. Who claimed he groped them, asked for oral sex, walked around naked in their presence, and asked to be, in quotes, pleasured in his bedroom. Apparently.
That's all right. He's 95. He's delusional. He doesn't know what he's saying. That's not real. He doesn't know what he's saying. He's
Look,
95.
it's the fucking Daily Mail.
Even if he is of the right mind, he's old enough. Just say you're not of the right mind, you'll get away with it. He's not, guys. He's not of the right mind. He's 95, for God's sakes. He's old. He's from the olden days where they could say that and do bad things. No, again, this is all just a joke, by the way. This is all a joke. But seriously, he's 95. What else do you... He's not getting anything else.
Look, I don't actually care, to be honest. He's Stanley. He didn't hurt anyone. It's a bit weird, but...
Honestly, I don't care about Stanley anyway. I like Marvel
Stanley.
And everything they do.
He's such a good guy.
And I'll watch every Marvel movie, always. Well, I mean, is he a good guy? Like what we just read? If that's all true, is he? But I also don't care anyway. Like, the Marvel universe exists and will continue to exist, and I will continue to support and watch it all the time. Stanley doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter.
Still love him, though.
So, okay. I mean, sure.
Stanley,
so do I.
Look at him.
So do I. But I also, like, if he did this and then everyone hates him, I'm like, okay, whatever. As long as you're making Marvel movies, I don't give a fuck.
God.
It's a weird conversation.
Mental. Everyone's boycotting Black Panther, but everyone also thinks that's racist, and they're all attacking each other for it.
It is racist. If you don't watch Black Panther,
funny.
You're racist. I'm super excited for Black Panther, by the way.
Yeah, it looks really fucking good. Every time I watch the trailer in the cinema, every time I go to the cinema, the fucking trailer comes on. And it's fucking great. I love it. Every time I watch it, I get more excited for Black Panther. And I started out being not too, like, hyped for it. It's kind of like, yeah, it'll be a good time. It's fucking Marvel, but now I'm fucking looking forward to it. It's great.
I'm on the hype train. I'm on the hype train.
It's fucking good. George just asked, what are your thoughts on Black Panther? I mean...
Well, we just answered that, George.
Those are those thoughts. Looks fucking good, doesn't it?
It looks good, isn't it?
Yeah, looks fucking ancient.
No, it doesn't.
An epic ancient Black Panther movie. Like every Black Panther movie. Yeah. Black Panther will be good. Han Solo movie, the best movie of May. Shut the fuck up, man. We've got, what's coming out in May? We've got Deadpool, right? It's out in May. Infinity War. And Han Solo. So,
in May?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Did you not know that?
December?
No.
No?
No, it's May.
Is there a trailer?
No.
Holy shit, I get Star Wars in 6 months?
Yeah.
In 5 months?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's going to be something I'm super excited for, but like,
it'll be alright.
It's still cool. It's still going to be fucking Star Wars.
Yeah, it'll be a Star Wars story. And Emilia Clarke's in it. And
my wife's in it, is what you're saying.
And Han Solo, but it's not Han Solo.
It's not Han Solo, yeah.
Some guy pretending to be Han Solo.
Yeah.
And he's probably going to wear his outfit
Donald
as well.
Glover.
Yeah, he'll be the best part of the movie, I think.
Yeah, probably. He's such a great fucking actor.
He's great. Lando's a sweet boy. Actually, you know what? I have a question for you. What's your opinion on Lando? Because George thinks he's terrible.
Yeah, he's not that great.
Really?
He's fine.
Like him.
I mean, I don't think he's terrible at all, but like,
I like him. He's way better in Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi is fine, but he doesn't do much, does he?
He's fun.
I like him.
He's
Yeah,
cool.
sure, I like him, but like, not even on the same universe spectrum as like the way I like Han Solo, Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just there. Like, yeah,
I
whatever.
like him.
In Empire, I'm like, yeah. In Jedi, I'm like, yeah, okay.
I like him. I really like Lando.
Yeah.
Lando's fucking cool. He's like,
okay.
Hey guys, I'm Lando.
Oh yeah, sick.
That's he's known for that, saying that. I wish I took place a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. A galaxy. Same.
Yeah, same.
He
well,
wore
okay.
Han's clothes. Yeah, he did wear Han's clothes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Was it in Return of the Jedi? Was it? No, it's at the end of. Oh yeah, no, yeah, it was Return of the Jedi. It's when they're getting ready for the attack on the Death Star. He is. No, it's the end of Empire.
Oh, it is at the end of Empire. You're right. It's at the end of Empire.
Yeah, it's when he's in the Millennium Falcon. Lando wearing Han's clothes. Let's just have a quick look here. It's fucking weird. Here it is for everyone wondering. Got up on screen. You got Han Solo in his clothes. You got Lando wearing them for some reason. Very strange. I would say the main reason is likely because he only had his clothes after he escaped from Cloud City, and Han had his clothes on the Millennium Falcon, so he just changed into whatever clothes were available on the Falcon.
I would say it's just a set issue, and like they couldn't find his costume, so he just put on a costume.
I mean, maybe, but I mean, in terms of lore,
there's no law.
Because he didn't pack a bag,
you gotta remember,
did he?
James, you gotta remember this one thing. It's a movie, and it was made in the 80s, and it's shit happens.
Yeah, but like, they've got to explain it though now. They have.
No, they
to.
don't.
No, they do.
Nah,
They explain everything.
he
didn't pack a fucking suitcase. He's just stealing Han's clothes. He needs something to wear.
And Star Wars isn't real. It's a movie.
He needs to. Oh, shut the fuck up, fucking killjoy. I'm Tyler, and I have to make everything realistic, because I'm an ancient gamer.
Okay, that's not... You're the one trying to make it realistic and explain why fucking Lando's in a costume. It doesn't matter.
Gotta get immersed in that universe. Lando needed to change of clothes. His clothes got dirty on Cloud City. He got onto the Falcon. He's like, didn't fucking pack anything. Chewie was like, rah! And that meant Han's clothes are over there. And Lando was like, sick one. Do you think, can Lando understand Chewie? Because he's with him for a bit.
I know Luke can't understand Chewie. Even in fucking Last Jedi, Rey's fucking translating.
Yeah, maybe... Lando spends a lot of time with Chewie between Empire and Jedi because he's with him in the Falcon at the end of Empire. So he must be able to understand him. I don't know. They'll explain it in Solo: A Star Wars Story, the best Star Wars movie to date that I really asked for a lot. God, Ollie, you are Lando. What is Ollie Lando? What? I don't get it. Okay. Your impression of Chewie is great, James. Yeah, no, it was fucking 10 out of 10, wasn't it? Lando in episode 9. Maybe. If they do it, I don't mind. But either way, I'm not really bothered. You're in the wrong place. That's the best Obi-Wan line on the fucking planet. There's a scene, right? Let me explain. There's a scene in Star Wars Rebels, when Obi-Wan is around a campfire. Something happens. Someone shows up. Not to spoil anything for anyone, but...
Darth Maul? Yeah,
no big deal. Fine. So Darth Maul shows up, and...
I don't give a fuck. So I'll say whatever. I'll say whatever I want, whenever I want. I don't give a fuck about spoilers.
Okay. So he's at the campfire. Maul shows up, and Obi-Wan looks at him, and he just goes... You're in the wrong place. But it's so fucking funny. Because it doesn't... I don't know why he says it. And we've made it a meme now. Of all the things he could have said, why did he say you're in the wrong place? He's obviously not in the wrong place. He's in the right place. I don't know.
He doesn't, because Obi-Wan kills him with like one shot. It's not even a fight.
He does. He cuts right through his chest.
That's great. So dumb. I spent some time watching all the cool scenes of Rebels, and when I say all cool scenes, I mean every Darth Vader, Ahsoka, and Obi-Wan scene, and that's it. And the rest of the show doesn't matter.
They're all great.
Yeah, the Ahsoka Vader battle, fucking made me cry. I was like, oh my god,
it's so fun. But you haven't even, you don't even get the investment.
Yeah, I know, but I do.
And you like it
because I was into it. Yeah, I did. I loved it. I thought it was great. And she's like, I won't leave you. And he's like, then you will die. And I'm like, oh,
it's so good. I love it.
Yeah,
he said it's
I had watched all the Anakin and like Ahsoka Clone Wars stuff before I went and watched this.
Mm-hmm.
So I had some idea.
God, I need to rewatch Clone Wars. I fucking love that show. Oh, I need a new one. Fucking, we need something now when Rebels is done.
Yeah.
I love Star Wars so much.
Yeah.
I
So
wish I
do
could.
I.
I wish I could live in Star Wars.
Wish I could live in Middle Earth because Lord of the Rings is better.
Shut the fuck up.
In every way, Lord of the Rings is better.
I'd live on Hoth in the snow.
Would you? You wouldn't live on Hoth, and
No,
you
I
wouldn't
wouldn't.
do that. That's a lie.
No. Where would I live? I don't know. A nice
I'd live in
planet.
Because it's
Naboo,
like fucking.
yeah. That's a good point. I'd live in Theed. I'd sit in one of the houses and be like, I'm in Naboo. This is great. I have a good life.
Oh, I'll tell you where I'd live. Fucking, bloody, I don't know.
What?
I'm gonna stick with Naboo. I was gonna change my answer, but I decided I'm gonna stick with Naboo.
Fucking hell.
Naboo just seems nice. No one fucking goes there, but I just want to live in Middle Earth. I'll just live in like the Shire and drink ale and good food every day with a bunch of hobbits. That'd be
that
fucking
sounds
sick.
alright. I would do that too.
I've been to Hobbiton. I've eaten that food there. I would live there in a heartbeat. Fucking, they don't do anything. They literally just party, eat and drink, and like.
I'd live there. That's the nicest place in Middle Earth. Everywhere else is a bit dangerous, and I don't like it.
Well, it depends what era of Middle Earth you're living. There's
Current
plenty of
era.
times and days of peace. What's current era? It's not.
Now,
What are you talking?
2018. What's Middle Earth like in 2018? Do they have
Well, there's no-
cars yet?
It's not how it works, James.
What do you mean? Tell me the lore of Middle Earth. Can they make iPhones? Can they?
Well, they don't have the Chinese, so no.
What if they had? What if you took Middle Earth and it progressed by like 2,000 years? What would the world be like?
The magic would probably be gone completely. Any stories of like Mordor and what it was would be done. Everything would just be men ruled Middle Earth. There'd be no elves or dwarves or orcs or hobbits. Everyone would be gone. The age of men was coming in the fourth age, and the time of the elves was over. That's why the elves left Middle Earth and ascended into another region. Yeah.
What you're telling me is it would just become Earth. Like,
yeah,
it would be the
pretty
same.
pretty fucking gay. Yeah.
What the fuck? Well.
Oh, there's a book about what happened after Lord of the Rings. No, there isn't. No, there's not. Not true.
Is there actually, or is there not?
There's not. There's appendices about small details, but there's not a book about what happens after. There's not.
Like a storyline, yeah, no.
There's different stories, but they don't reference the whole world or anything. Dwarves disappear into the caves and the elves leave into the isle. No, you're talking about the Silmarillion, bro. And it's not really exactly like that. Yes, official Tolkien material. Yeah, it's called the Silmarillion, for God's sakes. I hate reading this bullshit. Noob fans. Anyway. Let's wrap this bitch up. I'm done.
Right.
I'm fucking tired of shit. I need to go to sleep.
Fan-fucking-tastic. First podcast of 2018 is all done. We'll see you in a week's time, obviously not live, for episode 64, in which we'll have Abubakar Salim on. So look out this week for a video that'll go up where I'll be asking for questions for him on the podcast that we'll go through and ask him. So be sure to leave your questions there if you want yours answered. Right away when this podcast is done, there is an episode of Kill Connor Clubhouse going up on patreon.com/asalways. So go over there, pledge $1 or more to be able to get access, and that'll be a good time where we talk about a few other things, our plans for Patreon, etc. And that'll be great. And a few of the people supporting us over there are Ben or Modorox, Ballsack47, Tman or Travis, Quizhek, Billy the Team Tynamite, Captain Robertson, Josh Devillier, Damien, Mario5380, Lumistrad, Frankie Gaffney, H. Barts12, Tom Cunningham, Yazen, Joey the Sexy Boi Smith, Brian Ford, Connor Durose, GingerNutJared, LongEaredFox or George, Joshua Maurer, Gene, Marcus Blackburn, TheHumbleWorm, Nimbus, Seth, Oscar, Ravjai, Son of a Bitch OG Doggo, Zach Neely. That's not what I meant to say at all. Tyler Tranter, Brendan or BQ Overlord, and Pink Flame 313. Thank you, you sweet vintage lads, for your continued support. Go to patreon.com/LazerzZRhymes.
Officially, right now, the podcast is up, or should be.
Oh shit!
After
did
James
I
has
not
just
do
read
it?
that. Nope, you didn't. It's not up there. What the fuck do you do, man?
Oh fuck! I'll do that when we end. Shit.
Hey, bro,
okay.
did you not schedule the podcast?
No,
like
I
I
must
said?
not have done it. I must not have done it.
Oh,
I messed up.
sake. Okay.
I'll
Well,
get
James
on
will
that
figure
when
that
we
out. It should be
wrap
up
it
any minute now.
It'll be
should have
up.
been up right now, but it's
It'll
not.
be up in the next 10 minutes. I promise. It'll be there. Okay. Thanks for. Oh, what? I didn't miss. No, Spoon. Your payments declined. That's why I didn't read you out. Because we don't read out the ones that say decline next to it. So that's what happened there, my friend.
Yeah. When
Skipped
payments
a few
decline, you
people.
don't get your name read out. Except when you say something and then we read it out when we're saying you didn't pay. Spoon.
I apologize. Yeah, that's that. So everyone should check their payments anyway, just to see if it's gone through properly. Because yeah, so there you go. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. And we'll
Thanks,
see
everybody.
it's not. Yeah, no, it is. I can see. I definitely run the Patreon.
Yeah, it says declined. It didn't go through.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
It's not. No, it is
It
declined.
is declined.
It is. Yeah, I
it
can
is
see
definitely
it.
declined. It says declined and didn't pay
In
next
big
to it.
red
Yeah.
letters. Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week
Thanks,
for another one. Go check out Patreon to get the extra podcast, and we'll bloody see you later. Goodbye.
Yeah, boy.
Don't say yeah, boy.
Yeah, that's the new thing. I told you. I said it.
Fucking hell.